Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Would you please give a warm welcome to the host of the Happy Hour, Chris Lane Sr.
Here's my song Outback. Who's out back at the back door? Why is this happening to me? What has happened to my shore? It's just like seen on TV. Down the line, it's not fine. It's not fine. It's not fine. Down the line, it's not fine. It's not fine. It's not fine. Shocked by the way down low state. Is this what it means to be free? Boogeymen are not only out late from the top down in DC. Down the line, it's not fine. It's not fine. It's not fine. Down the line, it's not fine. It's not fine. It's not fine. One day out front from the clouds, light will shine in the dark. No more monsters coming round. No more biting dogs or even bars. Overjoyed by the sight of sunrise. No more plague to infect me. Try a revolution on yourself for size. No one out back behind me. Down the line, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Down the line, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Here's my song Out.
And hello, everybody, and good evening, and welcome to the Happy Hour with Chris and Friends. I'm Chris, and you guys are my friends. Thanks for joining me on this, in my neck of the woods, pleasant Thursday evening. Weather has been nice, and it is fantastic to see you all here. Thanks for joining me. I think, as you guys know, I was off last week. I was not feeling well, and I skipped. I rallied a little bit, and I was on Lori's show for a few, but I just was pretty much sick all weekend and into, I don't know, like Monday. I finally started to feel decent Monday. Probably here, I still got a little frog. It's still a little drainage in my voice, but on the mend anyway, and so well enough to be here. So the show must go on, right? So thanks everybody for being here. I've already got a special guest, but I'm going to go through and say hi to everybody real quick. I see awkward person. How did? I think you probably came over from Pete Johns. By the way, Pete Johns, what a cool dude. He took a dump and got me here, and you might be on Dom Torgross's channel rather than mine, because I think that's where his dump initially sent people, which is fine. We run the show on both channels, but if you want to see all the people, let's let's find it. Yeah, you'll be in my chat on my channel, Chris Lane Sr., and then you can see everybody that's there. But Live to Fly is here. Hello, David. How are you? Deadpool. Oh, it's going to be one of those nights, I can tell already. Deadpool fault. What's going on? Oh, good to see you. Gary Hubbs is here. Fantastic. My fantastic moderator and special guest tonight. And we'll see. And look at that leaderboard. Nope. I remembered. Unless I did it wrong. But yeah, I don't think there's a leaderboard tonight. There shouldn't be. Poison Whales, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Always good to see you. I'm going to run through these real quick, and then we'll say hi to people as we go. But I do not want to keep my guest waiting too long. Jerry Gomes, thank you for joining us. Always good to see you. That was Blue Gubrious with his brand new song, came out 5 days ago. And he started to show up on Lori's show. Not show his face. But that's okay, because we can see most of him. We can see his guitar playing, and he's a super cool dude and an excellent, excellent musician. So, yeah, look at that. See? Separated by time. Live up the street from where he used to live before he left. So I don't know if he knew you were coming or just happenstance, but there you go. Small world, though, isn't it? That old 3 degrees of separation from Kevin Bacon and all that kind of stuff. So, anyway, Sunshine Archer, how you doing? So we've got both the Texas contingents here. Great to see you guys. And Freedom Redbird checking in and saying hi. Hello, how are you? All right, without further ado, let me bring on my special guest. You guys know him. You see him every Friday. He runs a great show. But we get him well lit, indoors, warm, all the best things. Everybody say hi to Gary Hubbs. All right, and you're muted, there you go, my man.
Hey, everyone. Yes, let's try that again.
Yeah. It's not a show unless one of us screws up the mute. It just isn't.
You know, it's nice to get that stuff out of the way early, right?
Yeah, that's right. Burn your boo-boos early. I've already tripped over my tongue once, so that'll get better as the night goes on.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So how are you, my friend?
I can't complain. I'm happy to be here.
You're looking luxurious.
I like to get it entirely within the frame, but I've got this dynamic camera on my iPad that won't allow that to happen.
Yeah, shame. But that is one hell of a beard. And remember, folks, he shaved himself completely clean less than 2 years ago.
Close.
All right. Well, is it more than 2 years ago? Really?
It might be, but 2 years sounds impressive. Let's
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so good to see you. Got your Ninth Gate toque on, and you're ready to rock.
I'm sitting in my supervisor's corner office tonight.
Yes.
You know what? I'm unsupervised here, and I'm just gonna kick back and sit in the boss's chair.
That's when you said you were working late and maybe you had a little free time. I thought, that works for me.
Yeah. Every 6 weeks, this funny shift, and it's fun to come on. I get about half an hour, 35 minutes of talking with you before I gotta get out, and it's fun.
I appreciate it because it's uninterrupted, mano a mano. When you do guest appearances on other people's show, there's a cast of thousands and there's noise, and this is just you, me, the internet unfiltered.
Absolutely, and we didn't even run down a list of things that we could touch on.
No, but I have some ideas.
Yeah, as do I.
Well, good. But
I'm also guessing that they're going to overlap quite a bit.
I think you're probably right. Well, let's talk about, you are actually going to be on KurtFest.
Yes, absolutely. KurtFest.
which is fantastic. Gary has appeared on live on just one festival, correct? Metal Fest, or is it
Two.
two?
I was on the OG. I was on the first KurtFest as well.
Right.
Um, I
Oh
was.
yeah, Metal Fest and Kurt Fest. Sorry, I
Yeah, yeah,
can't
yeah.
count.
Well, in such an unfortunate thing, my picture came across like 240p on KurtFest. So
Yeah,
you don't. G hasn't clipped out any songs from that performance to run in his video jukebox. So it's easy to forget that. But yeah,
yeah, I know I've got a couple of those too. Where like I know I was on that show, and then I look back at the playback and go, I can see why I'm not on the video clips. There was, sound was wonky, or there was some technical issue, and
yeah, and I mean I know where G's coming from because it's like he'd love nothing more than to clip you out and represent you there, but he's also got to make a show that's entertaining at the end of the day.
yeah,
So
and it's got quality stuff on it, and he's got a
there
lot
you
of
go.
good quality stuff to. I know this as a producer of books and magazines. Sometimes with a historical photo, it's not a great photo, but that's it. That's all there is the only photo ever taken of this boxcar or whatever. So I got to run with it. But if
Yeah,
I've got a choice of quality material, obviously I'm going to take the best stuff. Hello.
yeah, for sure.
That's
Yeah.
how that works. But I'm excited to have you on the Kurt. I'm excited to play
Oh yeah, for sure.
because it was spotty last year for me. I only did two of the four just because of timing.
Yeah, well, I've always thought to myself that I won't show up on a festival where I don't feel I belong if the festival has a genre attached to it, right? So I'm not gonna I'm not gonna barge into country fest or blues fest. I'll save that for the professionals, right? But if there's no genre attached like KurtFest, hey, I'm in, absolutely. And I mean, any chance to represent Kurt and keep him alive with us in our hearts,
Absolutely.
for sure. Mad
Yeah, and I
respect.
probably have a few new viewers. So the person we're talking about, a gentleman named Kurt Kaspricht, who unfortunately passed away in a tragic house fire a little over a year ago. And it was just, he was a great supporter of the community. He was on everybody's show all the time. He bought super chats. He married people together. He was a uniter in the community, and
Oh yeah,
everybody loved this dude.
for sure.
Thankfully his lovely wife is still with us, and she makes regular appearances on Camp Gme, Justine. But we all miss Kurt. He was a great dude, and so this festival was in his honor and in his memory. And I think it's important to keep that alive. And for newer folks in the community, go back and check out some of the older shows. And he actually guest hosted one of them,
Mhm.
Stoner Fest. Was it Stoner Fest or Flower Fest? Now, see, I should
Ooh,
know these things off the top of my head, but I don't.
kind of synonymous, really.
Yeah, they were kind of the same, but yeah, he
Yeah,
guest hosted on that one. It just was a great dude. So
yeah, for sure.
yeah, we're doing this to honor him, and happy to be a part of it.
Yeah. So every now and then, the opportunity presents itself to be part of something bigger and feel good about doing it too, right? So, you
Yeah,
know,
absolutely the case.
yeah, yeah, it should be a banger.
Should be good. Looks like a lot of really good artists have signed it up and are ready to do. Now, have you formulated your set? Are you ready to rock? You still working on it?
Well, I have not formulated my set list. I'm in pretty good form as far as uh, picking from the catalog and stuff like that. But and it's also been a long time since I played on Gmaze, so it's not like I have to worry about songs that I've just performed there, right? So,
Right.
but no, it's coming up fast, man. It's a week from this Saturday, is it not?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got less than
yeah.
a week or less than 2 weeks.
If you are an artist out there who wants to be part of a festival,
Yeah.
email G.
Email Camp G May tonight and let him know your interest, and he'll get you set up.
Yeah, for sure. I
Because I know he still has a few slots that he can put people in, and you need a 20-minute set, preferably original music, but not it doesn't have to be.
Yeah, yeah. Um, Yeah, it's going to be a great day. Be part of it for sure.
Yeah, and yeah, it's a great experience. I think if you participate, you'll be glad you did, and you'll get addicted to it, like I am. I'm pretty addicted to. Although I haven't been on G Maze, the Saturday night thing, in a couple weeks now because I was just either just too exhausted or just too sick. I wanted to go on bad Saturday, and I sat here and I had my guitar, and I'm like, I'm not going to subject people to this. I just don't feel well enough to do this.
That's fair. I mean,
Yeah.
you had an Iron Man streak going.
Yeah, yeah, I was had a pretty good run going there, but man, just one of those things. And it's, we all of us old guys talk about health way too much, and I'm not going to belabor this, but I am struggling to get used to the fact that I'm kind of mortal anymore, and I can actually get a cold.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's hitting you hard.
It really is, and when I say that, it sounds like a flip statement, but people got to understand. I have not had the flu in 30 years. Not a lie, not an exaggeration. Never got COVID. The last time I had a cold was, I think, 4 years ago, and it lasted a day. But yeah, I'm more mortal all the time anymore, and it's when you're normal. My wife says normal is what you live every day. Well, when your normal is, I feel terrific, and I got eyes like an eagle, and I can lift a Buick, and then you can't anymore. It takes a little while for the mind to get adjusted to that.
Yeah, the contrast in there, right? Working from optimum level to like I'm just hobbled here,
Yeah, yeah, I feel like I'm
you know.
half the person I should be. But
If the decline was a gradual one,
yeah, and that's just it. It never
yeah.
is. I mean, at 60 years old, we're having a birthday party on my deck, and I felt like I could tear assholes into tigers. I felt terrific. 61 felt great. Between 61 and 62, the wheels fell the fuck off.
Damn.
Diagnosed with the autoimmune disease, had my eyesight went to hell, just had a number of issues, and yeah, and then all the dental stuff started to crop up.
Ah.
So yeah, it's been great.
Oh, geez. I think I should leave now and go and live to my maximum for
I recommend it.
10 more years.
The getting's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah. Damn. What's David saying here?
Yeah.
KurtFest. David was on. Yes. Very good.
Oh, yeah. And he's Live to Fly has been on G Maze Fest a couple times now, and he's always great. He's such a modest guy, like, oh, I don't know it, but he's really talented, and I really enjoy his playing and practice. Damn you.
Ha ha. Yeah, and much like Blue, who you started the show with, David is a quality person who we always look forward to seeing in the chat. So
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah, I take that. That's a hell of a compliment. Thank you, Boomer.
Boomer.
Boomer Base Meme, who's dealt with his own health stuff, but came out on top like a champion. So glad that you are back on a regular basis hanging out, Boomer, because he was like one of the old G's when I started hanging hippies. Boomer was there and was always featured and everything. And then, he had some health issues and had to kind of step back, but now he's back like a boss.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, it's great to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Always good to see people conquer their thing. And I guess that's true for me, except I don't have, I'm not looking at the screen like this or with an eye patch on, so progress, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. That's all we can hope for.
Yeah. So let me ask you, what goes into, as you think about crafting a set? It's going to be 20 minutes. How do you go about that, and what's your mindset for doing that?
Geez, that's a tough question. I mean, ultimately, I don't want to change the way I see it is that Kurt loved coming to my show as he enjoyed spending time at a lot of our shows, but Kurt bestowed upon me the name of the parking lot warrior, and I want to. If I put on the show that Kurt loved, that's all I can hope for. Right? So I will look at my 20 minutes, and I will try to mathematically maximize that 20 minutes. Come in a minute short, so I can say thanks to the host and all that stuff. And yeah, um, it, I remember before Metal Fest, I was just getting into the playing, singing at the same time, the front man kind of thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so it was a big deal for me to get a half dozen songs down that I was like, I can do this, you know? Um, it's, we're a year and a half later, you know, I do this every week. I'm pretty confident that, it's not going to feel too much different than a normal Friday night out there, you know? So, yeah, I gotta get thinking about it soon. This is a long way of me saying no. I haven't thought much about it, Chris.
Yeah, well, that is a fair answer.
Yeah, yeah.
I've written out a set list and I've run through it a couple times, but this next week I may change the song order a little bit, and I do time myself
Yeah, yeah.
because I want to hit right. And I've prided myself. I've hit 20 minutes or 20:03 the last four festivals I've hit, and I really pride myself on not stopping 4 minutes early or going 5 minutes over.
Yeah, we're trying to live in a society here, right?
Yeah,
So,
exactly. And
you know, it's
yeah,
yeah, you're given a 20-minute slot. Be respectful of people who are waiting their turn,
absolutely.
and yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's almost like the DJ, the FM DJ wants to hit the post, as they say, as the song comes in. Yeah, man, if you can get between 19 and 19-30 minutes of music, you're styling, man, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see. I'm going to time it out. Probably tomorrow will be the first time I time it. And
Yeah,
I think I'm very close to the mark right now. But,
that
I try and play 6 songs. Now,
okay.
that's a
Yeah.
challenge for me because I write some stupid long songs sometimes. And so I've got one song that runs 5:30. I've got one song that runs, depending on how I play it, between 6:20 and 6:40. So,
Mm-hmm.
obviously I can't put two of those in a set and hope to get 6 songs in. That ain't gonna happen. So
Yeah, for
got to
sure.
pick and choose. And I grew up in the 70s, that classic album rock era. And so
Mm-hmm.
sequencing to me feels important, flowing from this song into that song. And a little bit too, what key is the song in?
Mm.
Can I modulate keys here, or, I don't want to play 3 songs in the same key in a row because, then I'm
Mm.
using a lot of the same chords, and then it's a little monotonous. And so I try and think about all of those things. And then at the end, I go with my gut and go, well, I kind of had a framework. Let's go with this. And here we go.
Yeah, well, there's something to be said about being able to pivot, if I can use corporate speak, and you know, react in real time and stuff. It's interesting what you say about timing yourself. Is that I use backing tracks that are rigid. They're rigid
Yeah.
as fuck. I can look and say this one's 5 minutes and 13 seconds. So you know, if it takes me 30 seconds to fumble around and get the right file out, as it does, that kind of thing. But yeah, I know how long the songs are going to be. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. Now you got that wired
yeah,
in. I've only
yeah.
done the fest one time with backing tracks. They
Mm-hmm.
were on my own tracks, but I've done it once and it was fine. But and I'm thinking about doing it this time, but if I do it, it'll only be on one song.
Mm, I see.
But
Yeah,
yeah, I tend to, because I'm playing it live, I really have to consciously think, take a breath, slow down.
yeah,
Because if I'm jacked up, I can take that 6 minute 30 song and I can knock it out in 4.5.
yeah, yeah,
And then I listen to the playback and go, are you on meth? What the hell is going on?
yeah, for sure.
You,
Yeah,
you didn't let the song breathe at all, bro.
you sound like a drummer
Yeah.
speeding up back there. Yeah,
Yeah, well, I love me some drummers for that reason. Let's just and
yeah,
and that's the great thing about live music is we're all susceptible to getting a little jacked up, or the other thing is wandering. And I hate that, but I've done it a little bit. I'll
Yeah.
start at a good tempo and then I'll get excited and I'll get to the chorus and I'll listen to playback and go, oh man, you went up almost six beats a minute there. Come on.
Oof. Ouch.
Yeah. You hit the accelerator there a little bit, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I envy the acoustic players with just a voice and a guitar. It's not for me. It wouldn't be my strength, but I so much respect because you do own the moment, completely own the moment.
Yes. I guess that's part of why I like it is that kind of working without a net thing. It's like, here, I'm going to do this. And if I fall on my face, here we are.
Something to that, yeah.
Yeah, it kind of that adds that little element of danger that's kind of fun. But I mean, I love both styles. That was, the stuff that I record is full album, kind of like what I grew up listening to in the 70s.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, this is the song and here's what it goes like. How do I strip it down and, have the unplugged version? And what does that sound like? And they are different a lot of the times.
I'd love to work out some unplugged arrangements of songs, but of mine. But man,
Shallow Grave on acoustic would kill. It would be so good.
So we got one song now. Yeah. No, but that's the problem.
Well, that's the one that leaps right to my mind.
And same. But after that, I'm like, okay, well, the second song, it's they're all tied for second as far as the suitability, right? And it's a big gap. So
yeah. Again, everything is doable, but again, you have to reimagine it. Really, I think the ceiling would work very well.
Yeah,
but you would have to rearrange the mindset of it a little bit. But I think the ceiling would actually kill on acoustic.
Yeah,
since we're talking about it.
Yeah. Well, I might have a reason. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. There's something on the horizon that I would like to play acoustic for, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to pull it together in time. So I'm not gonna belabor the fact and sit on it and tease it or anything.
Oh, well, I didn't put that up there because my name was in it. I just saw you posted 2 years back. Oh, well, that's nice. Thank you, David. But again, everybody's done that song. And, I interpreted that kind of in that in-between version of what Priest did, which I loved, and, the Joni Mitchell version. And so that was kind of fun for me. And I apologize, man. My voice was really good up until I started the show, and now it's shit. So I'm going to mute myself for half a second.
Right on. Let the man clear his throat here.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So sorry. That is, it was highly unpleasant for me to listen to. I can only imagine it was that much worse for you guys. So hopefully
good reset, though. You're like right back to the beginning of the show level. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Well, you get those little things, and now you're a vocalist. Do you have the ability to find that little phlegm ball there and go and hork it up and get rid of it?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
See.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I've been trying to teach my wife to do it for 30 years now. She just can't do it. And poor thing. I mean, she's drowning right now because she ended up with a cold. But I'm like, man, if you just hack that up, and she's like, I can't do it, man.
So dainty, so elegant. Right?
Yeah, exactly. It's not.
Yeah.
But
I was gonna say that you're ready to do some hardcore metal right now.
It got there. Well, and that's funny because usually my tone is very clear, and I would like a little more grit sometimes, and it's just not in my toolbox as a rule. So I don't know if this is a little bit like this tomorrow. I'll have to look and see if there's something I need to record that could use that little bit of edge.
Yeah. Get the dark side of Chris on tape there.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Pete. There he is. And thanks for the dump. I appreciate it. You're such a gentleman and a scholarship. I did get you that thing eventually, but that was... I was going to make a kind of a nasty pointed joke in your chat about that because somebody asked me about the show, and I dislike promoting a show in somebody else's show. I would never do that but that somebody asked the question who was new to the community, and so people were trying to help them, learn about more people in the community. So, but Pete, being Pete, just said, "Oh, here's the link, and I'll put a dump to your show," because he's such a gentleman.
Pete's a legend. Absolutely.
He really is. He is a legend.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to stomp around and advertise my stuff but if asked about it,
Well, yeah, I'm not
solicits it.
Yeah, I can't tell somebody, go to hell, find it yourself. That would be
Yeah.
That would be ruder even. So
a little bit.
Yeah. And we try not to be rude. I mean, for an American, obviously I'm rude. I'm an American, but I try and be as polite a rude American as I can be. Whereas Gary, on the other hand, is just a consummate polite Canadian.
I'm way too polite to talk about the rudeness of Americans.
To my point.
Can't do it. Will not. Yeah.
I have no problem with it.
Yeah.
When we went overseas there, I told the family, I said, look, if we're asked, we're Americans, but let's don't make it obvious. Let's tell everybody we're umbrella salesmen from Toronto.
There you go.
Nobody
Big
ever
smoke.
asked.
No.
And we found out actually in Croatia, they love Americans. It was like, oh,
nice.
Okay, so that's yay. That's cool. But
very cool.
Yeah, we weren't sure about a few of the other places we went, but it never really came up.
Yeah. So, does Croatia have a hockey team at the Olympics right now?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so. Was watching it earlier. I watched Germany beat up on poor Denmark.
Ah.
Denmark has an excellent goalie and nothing else. I mean,
no.
It was ugly.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. Yeah. Play my fire, bro.
Yeah, Pete's got it for sure. Yeah. Right on. Zach's flying the Canadian flag there in the chat. There we go.
As well he should.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lemmy was a piece of work. I really admired him because he lived his life, no apologies. He did what he did, and because of that, he was legend. It was like, here's who I am, here's what I do.
I was so late to the game with Motorhead. Like, so late to the game. And Lemmy is such a fucking legend.
I didn't appreciate them as I should have until later. Now, we got one of their albums when I was in college. I was doing my radio show. And, mine was kind of a heavy metal hard rock show. And I played the hell out of it. But this was an earlier one. It wasn't Ace of Spades. Okay. But, and exposed some people that way. But I didn't really appreciate how great they were until Ace of Spades, which is, that album is just amazing. Top to bottom. And then if you see them live, they nothing like them.
No. And the status that Lemmy rose to in the metal world, like,
yeah,
just legend like status. If he had been with us longer, I'm sure him and Ozzy would have been, peers, co princes of darkness or whatever, right? Like, yeah.
Yeah, well, we're both bass players. It's not my thing, but his tone was so nasty, so aggressive, so over the top. It was just, nobody like him.
No, and he strummed chords on the bass, which is completely unique. Well, I shouldn't say it's completely unique, but it's very unique. Not done often. Yeah.
No. Well, because let's face it, for most setups and most basses, you just get too many overtones and it's just brah.
Yeah, for sure.
And him doing it on a Rickenbacker. My personal thing, don't be a hater, you Ricky lovers out there. No, I don't love those basses. I never loved the tone of them.
No.
Next aside, I don't like the feel of the play, but I never liked the tone out of them. Now, having said that, Chris Squire, what an amazing bass player, what an amazing bass tone. Geddy Lee, there's been people that played Rickenbackers who get amazing tones out of it, but I could not. And so I never really dug those basses that much.
That's fair.
Because I did feel like they were a little MIDI frog farty, which, so what I'm getting to is everything that Lemmy does, how he gets that sound out, kind of defies logic.
Okay.
Because on paper, it doesn't seem like you could, but
No. Huh. Almost like he picked the wrong guitar for what he was looking for.
yeah.
But got there anyway.
But got there anyway, exactly.
Yeah.
People probably don't realize Lemmy wrote a lot of lyrics for Ozzy.
I don't think I realized that.
Oh, yeah, there is a very famous story where, and because I was just reading I just read Ozzy's last book. Fantastic. I recommend it. Go read it because Ozzy just lays it out there. Here's what I was dealing with. Nobody knew at the time, but he broke his back. And that's why his health declined so rapidly at the end there, because he had a back surgery and they kind of panicked and the back surgery didn't go the way it should have, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
But he details a story where he's in LA and he's on one of his later albums, and I think it was maybe when Jakey Lee was playing with him, and he needed some lyrics, so he went to Lemmy's house and brought him a book on, I think he said Nazi history or German history or something, because he thought Lemmy, or knew Lemmy was into it. So he dropped off the book and said, hey, I've got this song. I need some lyrics. Let me know if you can come up with something. And Lemmy said, well, give me an hour. And Ozzy said, an hour? And he goes, yeah, give me an hour. So Ozzy took him his word, went out, got a drink, whatever, came back in an hour. In an hour, he'd completely written the song, all the lyrics, and read the book.
Holy.
And gave it back to him and goes, yeah, this book is crap.
Huh.
I mean, but he was a very intelligent dude, more so than maybe people realize on some levels. So, yeah, I'm not going to root a bunch of stories in this book. I recommend go getting the book. There are some amazing stories in there, and that was just one of them.
Wow. That's very cool. I knew Lemmy was witty and quick, but
yeah, excellent lyric writer. I know he did at least 3 or 4, and Ozzy lists them in the book, and I can't off the top of my head. I don't remember where they are. Hey, Kinger, what's going on, man? How you doing? Good to see another Canadian there.
Yeah, man.
How's it going? Hey, we got strong on the Canadians tonight. A little late on our Aussie friends, other than Pete.
There's a bell at the front counter. I feel like I should have had it here, and just bing, bing.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll steal Frank's thing, though. Yeah. Oh, man. And the only mod you have in sight is on screen. So.
Yeah. Well, the good news is this show doesn't work the mods real hard.
You behave out there.
Yeah. Be nice. Don't do anything dumb, because we both will have to whack you. But
yeah,
this show, I get nice people, and I don't get any bozos as a rule.
Very cool.
And we don't have to throw a lot of links either. So
no, it's all good. I got about 5 more minutes.
Okay, well that's cool.
Yeah. Before I got to split.
Well, you said you had some thoughts, so now share your thoughts about topics that you wanted to discuss in the 5 minutes that you have.
Well, KurtFest was one because it's coming up and it's something that both of us have a connection to. There's Hugh dropping the knowledge bombs in the chat. Yeah. I thought about touching on the Olympic hockey really quick.
Absolutely. It's been fun to watch. I watched a number of the women's games, and gotta say, the U.S. women's team, holy crap, I think the world is in trouble. They look unbeatable.
I've heard they've got speed that other teams just can't cope with.
Yeah, well, the Canadians are always excellent, and the U.S. just boat raced them. There was no nice way to put it. They were never in the game. And so,
in Canada, we're calling it an historic loss because it's the largest margin they've ever lost by, and they've never been shut out at an Olympic event before. So
it was just, I was a little bit gobsmacked because the Canadians are always excellent, and I know some of those players. It's not like they aren't good players on that team, but they had no answers.
And I mean, in case anyone out there doesn't really realize it, women's Olympic hockey is kind of like a two nation kind of thing. You know, it's usually
Yeah.
comes down to Canada, US, and they kind of trade punches and
Yeah. The Finns are usually decent. You know, this year's squad, I have not seen any of the Finnish women this
Yeah.
year. And of course, the Swedes were all sick as a dog. They couldn't play their first game. They had to postpone it because they all had the flu.
oh wow. Oh, lucky they were given that grace.
Well, it
And
was the very first game scheduled, so they could do it. But
they
yeah,
got
if this had
time.
happened later in the tournament, yeah, they would have
Yeah.
been boned.
Yeah. And what I said about the tournament being two nations, I should say that it's gotten better in recent years, but historically and 10 years ago it would have been Canada, US and filler teams, and
Yeah.
I'm really sorry, but it was.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, now on the men's side, lot tighter. There's a lot of teams. The Finns are good. Canada, obviously,
Yeah.
fantastic. U.S. looks pretty decent. I think the Canadian men on paper are better than the U.S. men, but they don't play on paper. They play on ice. The Swedes, I mean, my man Landeskog, you know, got the goal today and, you know, is out there on Team Sweden as their captain. And so I think and Slovakia looks surprisingly good. Germany's good. So I think the men's tournament is going to be a lot tighter.
I think you're right. And the pools are interesting in that the U.S. and Canada are not in the same pool. We won't see each other till later on, if at all. And yeah, there's so many more teams that could run away with it. You know, get hot at the right time, or a goalie steals a game, and everything changes. Right. So.
Well, yeah, that was the thing. I mean, I'm not a big Jordan Bennington fan. I think he's a bozo and a clown, and he sucked this year. There's no nice way to put it.
Yeah.
But you put him in a Canada team jersey, and the guy, I don't know, it's like he goes into the phone booth there and changes into Superman. And he stoned the team today. It was through a shutout. And I mean, it was like, and he was making it look easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I don't get that guy at all.
It's funny because I know you're not a fan of Bennington, and I know that you get to see him more often as an Avalanche fan, and but there is something about the Team Canada jersey and the defense in front of them, and I have never been scared shitless like I was when they put Luongo in 2010. I was like, no.
Yeah, Luongo's a great goalie, but man, you never knew.
No, you didn't.
He would have a night and you go, What are you doing?
Yeah, man. Like, what happened? Yeah.
You know your job is to stop the puck, right? Not to just go, hey, that one went in. One.
Yeah, I was pretty scared.
Five.
I think they started Brodeur in that tournament and then went to Luongo, if I remember correctly. But we're going way back in the time machine now. But 2010 is the Olympics I remember the most because it was the ones that were here in my backyard. So they're kind of, and I was the perfect age to enjoy all that shit. So it's frozen in my brain, and yeah, we'll see. But
Yeah, it's fun. I do like the Winter Olympics. I'm a fan. I'm trying to learn the rules of curling because curling is on all the time. But it's fun, and you know, and the half pipe. Those people are crazy. Oh my God, those people are nuts.
They are.
God love them.
How do you start that career? Like, how many times you got to fall on your back before you're like, I could do this, you know, or like, this just hurts. I want to go, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, what we got? Oh, yeah. Pete's talking about the poor Russian team that isn't invited to play, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, stop invading other countries. That kind of, you know, that's kept you guys out of a couple Olympics now. Just saying, you know?
Yeah.
Look at your calendar, go, if you have Olympics coming up, if you want to invade. Not that hard.
Yeah. Kind of made their bet on that one. Yeah.
Yeah, they really did. I mean, I love Ovechkin and all those guys. I feel bad for them that they're not able to participate, but, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah,
know?
because I mean, fuck, Ovechkin's got to be close to 40, right?
Yeah, have you seen him this year?
Not too much,
He
no.
looks like he's 32. I mean,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
flipping ageless. He
that's
got
why.
off to a rough start last season and it's like, oh, can he get it? And then he got revved up and got Gretzky's record. And this year, from the drop of the first puck, he's been fantastic.
Wow, wow.
Yeah, Caps are for real.
I don't know if he'll be around in 4 years when he gets another chance, right?
Unlikely.
Yeah.
Hey, here's somebody who knows something about hockey.
Hey,
Hey!
from the garage.
Yeah, I gotta turn you up. Can you hear me okay on my
Yeah,
phone?
we can hear
Oh,
you just
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
All right. Probably better than my studio, right?
No,
Yeah.
it's good. Volume's good.
You got a
I was
10 mil.
doing stuff downstairs and I had to come up for a break and I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna log right in here.
Why not? Say,
Right.
wave at the chickens or
How
point
are
to
you?
the.
Hi, girls. They're over there.
Meow, meow.
Chicken
I need
pecker.
I need a
I
10 mil
can't see the
socket.
chat because I'm on my phone. What's that?
I said I need a 10 mil socket. You got one in the fucking
Yeah.
thing behind you there?
Jeez, I didn't even think we could see back here. I don't know.
Yeah, left-handed if you got it. It'd
Yeah.
make it easier.
No
one's got a 10
lefties.
mil.
Did I come right in time for either gear talk or sports talk, which I know nothing of either?
Yeah, correct. Good timing. Yeah, we're talking Olympic hockey.
Okay. So hard to see you guys.
Yeah, you know hockey though. I mean, you watch Bruins games all the time. You're
Yeah.
a hockey fan.
Not a little time, but yeah. It was on this afternoon. I didn't watch. I was busy at work, but no, I came in and I said to my husband, I'm like, Bruins are playing in the afternoon. He's like, I'm watching the Olympics. I'm like, oh, duh. Duh.
Yeah. The Bruins are not playing for a couple weeks.
Yeah. Okay. It's cold out here. Can you see my breath?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But I was hot because I was baking. I was practicing for work tomorrow. I have a presentation tomorrow to give, so I had to practice that on camera. And then I came down to bake.
Nice. You
That's
came
part of
down.
my-
Now, what are you baking, or you're getting baked?
No, I don't get baked. I don't
Okay.
smoke. Well, except for that gummy.
I don't
took the other
smoke
night.
except for
Holy shit.
Yeah.
except for smoking.
Yeah.
I took that gummy the other night. I was like, woo! I just wanted to sleep. I didn't want to freaking get high and see devils and shit.
Ha, ha.
No, it was all right. It wore off after 2 hours. It tapered off, I should say, and then I slept like a baby. So,
Oh, there you go.
but yeah, no, I'm baking. It's no bake. I'm baking for my show tomorrow night, my Valentine's Day show. I'm doing like a chocolate bark, and I had to practice it. So it's like a peanut butter chocolate bar thing.
Okay, but you're not.
Nice.
It's a no bake baking.
No bake, no bake.
You
Okay.
drizzle,
But I did bake
drizzle it.
cookies earlier.
Nice. Just like a drizzle onto a wax paper kind of thing. Is that what the bark's all about?
That's what the bark is all about. So
Yeah.
I'm going to describe bark, but I actually end up making peanut butter chocolate bars tonight,
Okay.
which is
Ah,
different. Bark, yes, you would just drizzle and smear on
Yeah.
parchment,
yeah.
but this one I actually put in a formed 8x8 pan with a parchment paper.
Okay.
But I messed up. I messed up hard. I was doing the ingredients, and I can't see on my phone. It's so tiny, and it said 3/4 a cup of peanut butter and 1/4 cup of coconut oil, and I did 3/4 cup of coconut oil, and I'm like, why is this so liquidy?
Well,
Uh-oh.
that would do it. Yes.
Yeah. So I had to double
Baking-
up on everything. I had to take the peanut butter back out. I can double up
Yeah.
on that, double up on the sugar. So it's
Baking is all about proportions, even if it's no bake baking.
Yeah.
supposed to be a 2-to-1, not a 1-to-1. So I screwed up.
I screwed
So
up
hopefully
too.
it'll be good.
I
Okay.
screwed up too.
You what?
I said I screwed up too. I should have
How?
left like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, all right. Well, get the hell out
Are
of
you
here.
done? What the
I'm
hell?
off
time?
work. It's 8 o'clock.
Yay! Go home.
You're out.
Yeah, I get to
Well-
go home now.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming on, Gary. It was fantastic to have you. And again, it's always great to have you in the light and nice clear audio and all that kind of stuff. And I had you all to myself.
Yay!
There you go.
Until I interrupted.
Well, no, your timing's good. You know, it's like the Thunderdome. One person leaves, another person
Yes.
comes in.
Yes.
All right, Hubs. Be safe going home.
To you, Lori, I pass the torch.
Thank you.
Right on.
All right. And
See you
we'll see
later.
you tomorrow night.
Yes. Thank you, Chris.
At
And
the parking lot, we'll see you at Lori's, and then we'll see you on your own show.
sounds good.
Midnight. Your
Off you
time.
fuck.
Tomorrow we rock. Have a good night.
All right.
Bye.
I'll be in the chat.
All right. Sounds
Right.
good, Gary. Drive
On
safe.
your bike?
Ride
Ciao.
safe.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't text and ride. That's bad.
I would love to know how to make this. How do I make this bigger, Chris? It's got the whole, like, the name of the stream's up top, the things are down bottom, and my square is about this big.
I don't know. If
Yeah.
you're on your phone, I got nothing. I never do it on my phone, so.
Yeah,
I'm
this
sure
is-
if you got the 3 dots, I think that some of the controls are hidden in there. You might try
Oh.
that.
Watch.
But
I'll have fun.
it seemed like I had a guest for a second, and they I was hovering over them trying to get them on, and they couldn't click up. So whoever you were, and I think I know who you were, come on back. Let's see if we
Hugh,
can.
was it?
It was a person we all know.
Hugh, was it? Was it Hugh?
I don't think it was Hugh. No,
Okay.
no, Hugh was
Hey.
in the chat, but
Yeah, can you tell me if they're saying hi to me, say hi back? I feel bad.
oh, there's nothing to. People are always saying hi.
Hi,
What
everybody.
Leela says? Does your
Lily!
bark have bite?
Yeah. Bach has bite. Not
Yeah,
my candy, but me.
Boomer
my
said
personal-
hi to your smoked chickens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doug Kidder. All right, here we go.
There's
Now
chick-
we got him. There he is.
I was here
Hi,
and then I was
Dougie.
gone. Hey, how's
Yeah.
it going?
Yeah, I'm clicking on you and it wasn't coming up. I don't know what's going on there.
I left. That's why I didn't.
Dougie?
Oh,
that you?
well, fine. Way to screw with me.
What's going on, Lori?
Hey.
I see a.
Is he on mute?
Oh.
Nope.
I'm not. I don't think I'm on mute, am I?
No, you're not. You're coming through.
I
Can't hear
can't
me?
hear him.
Okay.
Really?
I don't know what to tell you. He's coming through okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to hang up anyhow, and I'll go upstairs.
Okay. Sounds
It's
good.
too cold in here. No, I'm not going to hear you better.
So, all right. We'll say bye to Chicken Pecker.
Bye, chickies.
Man,
See you in a bit.
that segment laid an egg. See what I did there. Hey, Doug, what's going on, brother?
Hey, not much. I just thought I'd pop in here since
Well,
Gary was
good.
leaving, and
Yeah, well, that's it. We'll rotate people through the show, and we got stuff to talk about. This will be your first fest, will it not?
this will be, yeah.
All
My
right,
very
that's
first
pretty
one.
exciting, man.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, no, I didn't even know about Gmail or any of this until like I think it was in like September or something. And,
Yeah.
it was kind of too late to really get into any of the things at that point. But I caught Blues Fest, and that was great. And it was like, and I just like doing the whole thing anyway. So it's like, yeah, I'm in big time.
Yeah. Hey, g'day, Coldacre. How are you?
Goldie.
Yeah, we got Pete Johns. Now we got Coldy. So now our Aussie contingent is starting to trickle in.
Yeah.
We're heavy on Canadians right now, which is fantastic. And we got our Aussie friends and
I would
And of
never
course-
kid you, Pete. Never.
Americans.
And Hugh. And Leela.
See, this is things that Leela thinks about. I need to buy an outfit. I'm like, I know I've got a clean T-shirt somewhere.
KurtFest.
Yeah, my only choice is sleeves, no sleeves. That's my big fashion.
Yeah. Well, nothing down here, that's for sure. Can't be sleeves on the arms if I'm playing guitar, which I'll be doing. So,
Yeah.
no
Well, when I say sleeves, I mean
yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
yeah, not,
Yeah. You don't. You mean like deltoids showing or not?
yeah, exactly. I know a little about the fest. Okay. For Pete, who plays live on his own show every Saturday, which is fantastic, his
Little happy hour thing going on.
his happy hour, which and I unabashedly stole the name because I'm a dumbass and I didn't realize that's what his show was called. And after we promoted the show and named the happy hour, then someone else pointed out, is like, Pete John's show is called the happy hour. And Dom and I both went, oh shit, yes it is. Damn it. We're dummies. So we emailed Pete right away and said, hey, we effed up, bro. Sorry. And Pete, because the gentleman he is, he's like, happy hours are all over the place. I don't have a lock on that. If you want to call it the happy hour, call it the happy hour. I don't give a shit. I'm like, okay. And since we'd already done all the bumpers and all that shit, we were like, okay, we're going to be lazy and keep it the happy hour. But let me give you the elevator pitch. 4 times a year, Camp G-May, the fantastic host of the open mic on Saturdays, puts on a festival. And they are themed festivals. We've had Blues Fest, we've had Stoners Fest, we've had Flowers Fest. And last year, with the untimely passing of Kurt Kasprick, he put together KurtFest. And to date, it's been his largest festival. He had, I believe, over 30 artists that played on it. And it was all to raise a little money, benefit his widow, Justine Kasprick, and just to pay homage to him because he was such a good dude and such a vital part of the community.
And may I inject something here real quickly?
Yes, please.
It was originally that was called Indie Fest, and it was Jade Starr who suggested that to Gary that it be called KurtFest, and that
Correct.
And that was how that came about.
Okay. Well, it's always good to have somebody else in the elevator that can tweak those facts a little bit for you. But, and very true, it was called Indie Fest because he wanted to celebrate indie artists. Well, it morphed into slightly different with his passing. Right. But I know for a fact, because you have so many great original songs, G-May would love to have you play on KurtFest II. So send him an email and say, hey.
Have you not looked at KurtFest, the lineup? I'm already there. I'm
in the middle of my elevator pitch.
Oh, I got I'm
to
sorry.
Pete
I'm
Johns.
Sorry, Chris.
Get with the fucking program, buddy.
Sorry. Just never
So
mind.
anyway,
I'll put myself on mute.
yeah, mute up for a minute. And kidding. But that's the deal, Pete. Come on and play. I play mostly acoustic. Some people play with tracks. Some people have played electric. You're free to do whatever on that. But it's a 20-minute set. He'll schedule you for a time. Yep. And, you being in Australia, you guys will have to work together to find the best timing to do that.
Not to mention, Pete, you're a big celeb. So, I mean,
Yeah, but it would be great to have you on there. So that's the quick pitch. And send me an email if you need any other particular details, and I can get you married up with G-May, and I'll play matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find. I love show tunes. I'm weird like that. Whenever a good Broadway musical comes to town, man, I'm there.
Yeah.
So that's the KurtFest pitch. Doug's playing. We've determined that, and that's good. Do you have your set pulled together?
Well, it's kind of getting there a little bit. I've made notes. I went through kind of getting some timing things. I'm gonna actually create something for this thing too.
Okay.
So, surprising. Well, that's my intention. Whether I end up pulling it off or not.
Yeah, intentions are good. Yeah. Execution. I have a lot of big, good intentions. Sometimes they happen, sometimes they don't.
Now, on this coming Saturday, we have a special little thing going on with on Camp G-May. We're going to be taking a little bit of a field trip to start the show off with.
Nice.
So,
So a little after 8, my time.
Right around 8 o'clock, we're going to be taking off, and Leela and I think we're both going to try and be there because it's it's going to be our little field trip. So
Nice.
Hike Club is a meat Hike Club is going to be premiering on Saturday for G-May. So yeah.
Oh, that'll be good. Yeah, and we're the theme for Saturday is to play love songs.
Right, because it's Valentine's Day.
Because it's Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
and and I may just do that because my wife already said we're not doing anything for Valentine's Day, are we? I went. I don't think so. Are we? She goes, no, you know how I feel about that. We're not doing shit. Okay. Gotcha. All right.
So your song is Love Stinks. No.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I got thinking, I probably should learn a love song or two,
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
I don't know any off the top of my head.
I'm going to try and twist them in, and because I'm probably only going to be doing a couple songs, and I'm probably not going to stay on the show very long this week. But I'm scrambling for love songs too, because it's like I got a lot of songs that are the opposite of love songs. They're kind of like Divorce.
Yeah, I don't
do that song really. Huh?
I'm trying to think in any of my original stuff. It's mentioned, but I wouldn't call any of them love songs.
Yeah, come on, Pete. What's up with you? You should be on this Valentine's thing all over it, and you're just lacking, buddy. Hey.
Yeah. Again, my wife tells me this all the time. Look at the friggin' calendar. It's helpful, and I try.
Yeah, if you can remember your anniversary month,
I've never once missed an anniversary. Now, I cleverly picked a date that I was unlikely to forget, and
Christmas?
that's worked out for me. No. But,
that would have been appropriate, Chris.
yeah, I guess it would have been, but But with all the other crap going on, that's one I would forget. Hey, Merry Christmas. Here's a mop. Oh, did I forget the anniversary? Oh, well, here's a sponge too.
Yeah.
Love you.
Again, DIVOR.
Now, see, that's just clever.
No, April Fool's Day. Yeah.
I mean, it would be appropriate because of what my wife does for a living, if I had gotten married on April 15th. But.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. So Pete sucked Georgie into being.
Got a good sales job there, Pete.
Yeah.
20 years ago.
Absolutely.
Good for you, lad. Yeah, we will be celebrating 37 this year.
Wow.
Hey!
I'm back.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Oh, that's so hard. I can see what Gary goes through. He comes on my show and he's going to see like 10 of us up there. It's like hard to see on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Hi, everybody. I'm going to pop out the chat.
Yeah.
Pop it out.
What's going on?
Nothing. Well, everything. It's just been busy.
That's funny you mentioned that one, Hugh, because I was thinking about that. I thought that would be hilarious to play. And I thought, but it's such a bad song. I can't do it.
What song is that?
Oh, it's a Paul McCartney song.
Oh, okay. Silly Love Song. That's a good song. I like that song.
Do you?
I do.
Not one of my faves.
Well,
Hi,
pretty
Pete.
much.
Hi, Goldie.
It's pretty hard to find a Paul McCartney song that I don't like,
Yeah, there's
I
There's
love
a
Paul
few.
McCartney, so
Yeah, I love Paul McCartney too, but that's not in my top 10 of his all
I
the
kinda like
amazing
that
songs.
That's a great song.
that beat
Jinx.
thing that's going on. And it wasn't really even a real bass, which I don't even quite get because he's a bass player. But I
Yeah.
think he was playing keys on that song though.
Okay, so I'm the outlier. I don't like it. Well, fine. I'll just sit over here and be a hater.
Well, there's a lot of songs that I don't like at all, but everybody else loves. It's like, phew, I don't get it either. So,
Well, wait till you hear some of the ones I have tomorrow night. You guys have to guess the lyric.
Okay.
oh,
Do you want me to play Emotion New Soul or do you want me to play like him? Because look, I have my keyboard like down right now. I can sit and play.
Do both.
Yeah.
Let's let's be greedy. Let's be
Yeah.
fat kids and have cake and ice cream.
I can't do him. Well, I can do him.
why not?
And you like that.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I always got cake with my ice cream. So, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I do hope, as segueing back to the KurtFest, I do hope Emotion opens because he always kicks off the show in such a kick-ass fashion. I mean, I just dig that guy.
I don't know who
And he's
that is.
just smooth and he gets it started with a great vibe.
I don't think I've ever. I don't
Goldie's
know.
going to make me do this. I wish I knew his song.
Yeah.
We can test my sound. Hold on. Oh, I don't even know if this is plugged in. Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, it is. I can hear it.
Making love to you. 2 and 2 makes 3. Say it again. Say it again. How's that?
Good. Emotion's not great with math, but he writes great songs.
Pretty good considering I didn't see any sheet music out there. So,
Oh God. Play a couple chords for you. I forget how the song even goes. It's awful.
Well, I
But
mean,
it's a
again,
beautiful one.
you hear it in your head, but if you sat down and
Yeah, I'm
you
like,
know,
yeah.
how do
I
I
don't
play
know how to
that by
play
ear
that.
right now?
yeah,
My hands are cold.
Yeah. So what have you been up to, Laws?
Me, this was busy work week, but it was also my maintenance week. I had to get my teeth cleaned. I had a dentist appointment one day. I had my first physical therapy appointment for my neck pain and all that.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was yesterday. I have some lovely exercises I get to do at home, which I haven't done yet today, but I did last night. Today I got a facial and I had 2 meetings at work.
wow.
Tomorrow I have
Busy.
a big presentation and I've got to prepare for my show. And then it's the weekend and yay, 3-day weekend. I need it.
Whee.
Freaking crazy. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Why is it a 3-day weekend?
President's Day on Monday.
Oh.
Oh, that's
Oh.
right.
Okay. Well,
So I
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
the day off.
that's one of those holidays that exists.
I have the day off. That's
I
all.
yeah. I don't have the day off.
Actually, today is a President's Day too, but it's not
Yeah.
celebrated. Today's Lincoln's birthday,
Correct.
12th.
Well, isn't that why they did President's Day?
Yeah,
They
it's
just-
a combination
they
between
land on a
Lincoln
Monday.
and Washington. It's the first Monday after it's
Yeah.
puts the two together.
Yeah.
That's how it works, I guess.
I like that. I like having Monday off.
Yeah. I can see that. I would love to
Yeah.
have Monday off, but I don't.
Back when I used to work, I liked Monday off too.
Now you get every day off.
Yeah, well, I work myself. You know, I'm a slave driver to my own person.
Well, that's where I'm at. I literally have no days off. I take time, but I could, and I often do work at least a couple hours every day on just cause.
Mm-hmm. One of the questions tomorrow for me, what are your hours? Like I have to present myself to a new client, like mock. And I'm like, I fucking work all the time. Can I say that? Like in front of the executives all the time. But I mean, I work from home. So I'm like, I'm on my phone. I have my work emails. I have DMs from my phone.
Exactly.
I already have my client saying, are you going to be around on Monday? I know the day's off, but we have to blah, 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 blah. And I said, I'll be available and call me. I might be in my car, but call me because I'm always
Let me ask you this question. Do you ever wake up in the middle of the night with a solution that you've been kind of like, oh, I know how to, and it just pops into you in the middle of a dream?
And then you forget it by the time you wake up again. That happens to me.
That does?
Yeah.
Like work related things that you dream of and you come out, and so you never
Sometimes.
really have a solution at the end of the day when you wake up, you don't.
Yeah. And that bothers me because it's like, oh my God, then you want to get up and you want to figure it out and you want to open up your documents and all that. I can't do all that on my phone, but yeah, you want to get to it right away. When it's been bothering you that much and then it pops into your brain at an inopportune time for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it never happens to me because if I'm dreaming, I'm like playing football or,
Yeah.
doing something weird.
Yeah.
The other night I was playing a concert with the cats. That was, which is kind of funny because they just sent me an email and they said, hey, when you first joined the program, you mentioned that you have stage manager experience. We're going to do a benefit concert to raise money for the shelter in August. Would you be interested? And I said, oh, hell yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah, for people on the show who, if you're newer, I've roadied for some pretty big bands and, done some stage management back in the day. So just as I was, joining this program that plays for the animals, I just let people know that. And they said, hey, if you want to do it, we need the help. And I'm like, great.
As if you're not busy enough.
Well, yeah.
You're going to be Susie Volunteer now?
Well, I was Susie Volunteer for decades.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just how I'm wired. And, the old saw, if you want something done, ask a busy person to do it. If you got somebody that's sitting around and they got lots of time, there's a reason, because they're lazy as fuck and they don't actually get anything accomplished. So
I'm curious about something, Chris. When you're playing for the animals, have you ever had a heckler?
I define heckler. No, I've never had an animal get really edgy or like, I'm not enjoying this and I want you to stop. Mostly they get a little excited or they get a little like, ooh, here's a new person. Are they here to adopt me? Am I going to get fed? What's going on here? And then after a while they go, okay, no, this is just music. And okay, he's just going to be here and chill. And then they react however. But
Any of them ever help you try and sing? Did they ever
Hi, Rhett.
sing?
no, and mainly because I spend time with the cats. The dogs apparently do. Some of the dogs, especially like the huskies, will try and join you. And I understand that from some of the other musicians, but I'm mostly a cat person. So, and I understand cat language better. So I have done exclusively in the cat area.
What is this
heretofore.
setup like? Are they all in like cages? They put them in little auditorium chairs and they're facing you? Like what?
Well, yeah, no, it's it's seating, and they have to have a little kitty ticket.
That's so cute.
So is it like an acoustic unplugged set, or is it like bringing in a big PA system? And
Yeah, no, I just have my acoustic, and they're in cages that they have food, and they have a place for the cats. They have a little hidey hole that they can and it's got frosted glass, so they can't see out very well. And you can't see in very well. It gives them a safe place to be. And
how often do you
So
do
if
that?
they play a song they hate, they run.
yeah, at least twice a month.
Okay.
Like I was supposed to go today, but my wife is homesick, and so I didn't go. I canceled, and I'm going to do 2 next week.
Oh, you gave her your sickness. How you feeling?
I feel okay, other than I was a little froggy earlier in the show. And that's like new. That I'm fine. I boot up the mic and get on the show, and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
where'd that come from? But
Lovely.
yeah, I
You were
feel
out-
pretty good.
you were out of Were you even on Lori's show last weekend? I can't remember.
Came on late.
Yeah, I came on late,
Okay.
and I wasn't on very long. Yeah, because I just
But you weren't on G's show at all, were you?
no. I wanted to go. I was just too sick.
Yeah.
Was that the week you were out
Yeah.
at the theater? The theater.
Yeah. I was at the theater, and I could feel it coming on Friday night.
You were
But
still
we
feeling
hadn't-
crappy this week, yeah, after that.
Yeah, but Saturday I did not feel well, and then I don't know, Sunday or Monday was like the worst day. Did not sleep
really?
well, terrible headache, just
Sad.
And then, but by the next day I felt decent again, and
Yeah, I think
back-
it was Monday when you were whining in the group.
Yeah, I think it was Monday. I was
Ooh, I got a cold.
Well, like I said at the show, when you're used to being Superman, when somebody sticks kryptonite in your shorts,
Well, it's
not fun.
hilarious because the one person who wasn't giving me any sympathy was Lori.
Because I know men and their colds. I'm going to die. I got a cold.
Well, and I was completely honest about that. You know,
did. That's why I was ragging on you, because you said that.
I was in the dental chair
was
for
just
5
laughing.
hours. No Novocaine. Yeah, whatever.
Well,
That's fine. Yeah, but I had a sniffle, and I super felt shitty. I was not enjoying life.
I don't always comment on shit, but I do read it. So
Yeah.
I was laughing over it.
Yeah, I haven't been in the group a lot today. 'cause
I was being a whitey bitch. No question about it.
Yeah, I'm wondering. I was actually surprised Coldy didn't come in with some kind of tampon reference or something for you because you were getting so whiny about shit.
You know what? I would have stuck it right up my nose. That would have been helpful.
Hey, there's Rhett.
Yeah, what's going on, Mix Club?
He's been here. I have to approve his messages. Coldy's slacking. Gary's home, so now he can take over the modding.
Yeah.
All right, very good. Gary made it home safely. It was
Yep.
chilly. Well,
Hi,
not
Boomer.
chilly bike ride.
I know you've been here, Boomer. I didn't say hi yet. Sorry.
Yeah, Rhett got me doing a bunch of Merle songs after he show the other day and was doing
Yeah, that was fun.
what was it? Today I started loving you again. Yeah, and so
Very cool.
and I love Merle. I just love Merle. So
Well, I'm hoping you guys will play again tomorrow. I loved hearing you play. So I'm including it as part of my show. If you want to play full songs, you're welcome to.
Yeah, I gotta come up with one good love song. I don't
song.
have one right now, but
oh yeah,
It
Valentine's
can be a
Day.
cover.
I guarantee it will be.
Can't be about a whiskey love song. You would love
Well, let's
whiskey.
see. I do love whiskey. Well,
There's
there you
that.
go.
Oh,
Let's
now
see. Can I write a song in 7 hours? Yeah, I can.
Oh, you know what I saw?
love
And I was
songs
just
are
like-
easy.
I was like just shocked about this one. Did you see who Brad's having on his show with him this weekend?
Why, yes, I do.
It's like, what is going on there? He's never around anymore. But Brad somehow manages to get Dom to come out of his
Really?
woodwork. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been corresponding with Dom, and I'm like, and he's like, you got to push me a little bit. And I'm like, okay. And
Yeah.
so when I was on with Brad last week, I said, hey, why don't you ask Dom to come on? And Brad was like, oh, would he? I'd love to have him on. I'm like, of course he would love to hang out with you. And so
Yeah.
Brad dialed him up and
Yeah.
made it happen. So I
Very
played
cool.
matchmaker there a little bit. But yeah, it's going to be great. I mean, those guys are two peas in a pod as far as songwriting. I think it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, for sure.
And I haven't seen my boy forever. He was, of course, last week he was going to come on the show, and I was too sick to do the show.
Oh,
And he's like, text me, and he goes, "So there's no show?" And I went, "No, I'm dying, man." He goes, "Well, I was going to come on." I'm like, "Of course you were."
Yeah, the one time. Okay.
Yeah. The last 3 months, and that's the one night. Yeah, I think I'll come on. Oh.
Did you pay him his StreamYard fee this month?
Yes.
I'm here to remind you.
Yeah. No, we're all good. We're all good and caught up.
After the little experiment that Leela and I did, where we actually played together and recorded together over the internet.
Really?
Yeah, and we're going to be doing a thing on Gary's Saturday. We're doing a field trip on the thing that we did, where we recorded it over the internet. Me in my place and her place. And we
How?
did this jam over StreamYard, private thing that we did over StreamYard. And
Over StreamYard private, you can do it. The latency is not horrible.
it worked
Oh,
out
really?
really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Live, you can forget it.
So you were
we're gonna-
listening to the same track at the same time, but private made it.
yeah, and she
not late.
recorded the whole thing, and it was like, wow, it came out pretty good. I mean, considering that,
Nice.
and we did five videos that night, and
How fun.
so I was thinking, and this is something I kind of like with Dom. I was like thinking, he's got that song "Fish Out of Water," and I just love that song. And every time he's played that live, I'm muted, so you can't hear what I'm playing, but I'm playing along with him. And there's been times when my eyes start getting teary because what I'm playing along with what he's singing and stuff, it's really special. And it's like, so I was thinking, yeah, if we could do something like that where I could play along with Dom in a private little StreamYard, we could record something like that, and it would really be, because I love that song.
That's a great idea.
Yeah,
Oh, so
peer-to-peer,
Leela's
you could do it.
making the track live and looping. All right. That's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool, though.
But yeah, you're doing peer-to-peer, and you're not bouncing,
Yeah.
to go live.
no
and that's why
live.
it can work.
Right.
Makes
But
his
even
art-
still, you'd think that there would be the latency thing might have an effect, but it really, I think if you were doing something really complicated that was really fast, I think it would bite you in the butt. But if you're doing
Yes.
something that's kind of not really fast and not, I think you can probably pull it off pretty well.
Yeah, I think the latency is low enough that it's like a gentle, maybe a little chorusing effect that you just really can't hear.
Yeah.
Hi, Costa.
But yeah, I mean, we know every week when we try and do Kinda Okie that
Yeah.
the latency is
Kinda okay, it's just
problematic.
ridiculous.
Awesome.
Well, that's why we do it, because it's so comical, because it doesn't work at all.
Well, that's why we call it kind of okie. Yeah. I always think every week, though, I'm like, if there's somebody new, they might be like, "Do these people freaking think they're good?" Like, right? So I'm always like, it's a
And the
joke,
answer-
people.
And the answer is no.
No, we don't. We know.
We know how bad it is.
But do you know OU812?
Yeah.
Of course.
And so they do the jams, and I think, actually, I'm not even going to guess, but I'm going to guess. I don't think this is right, but I think they play the backing track. It sounds like, but they take turns doing it. So it sounds like they're in sync, but maybe they just wait for like the bars to go by before they kick in.
Yeah, I think
Right,
and
so
they've
they
got
hear
a
it
little
before-
different. They're not. I don't know that they do it on StreamYard. I think they do it on one that is better suited for it. But
You're right. What's the name of that one? Yeah.
I wonder how Zoom would work. I wonder if Zoom would be any better.
I don't know. Hey, Les
There's
Nagy
things-
again. We've got our down under.
Les Nige.
Yeah.
G'day.
Good mate. Hey, Trevor.
And Allie is here.
Allie, I love
Kinda
you.
Okie is the best thing ever. Well,
She
yeah,
loves kind of okie. She
Well,
does.
it's
She calls it
funny.
every time. Yeah.
it's a good gag. I gotta
It's a
say.
good gag.
Yeah, it is. But like Lori says, it's like somebody that doesn't know, and they come in there the first time and they catch right when the kind of okie is starting. It's like, holy shit, man! They
Yeah.
tell me that
What are
this
they-
is
But I think
terrible
that's
channel.
funny though when you start getting comments where they're like, "Holy shit!" But then I post like sometimes I'll post shorts so strangers see it, and I've never gotten a rude comment. But people are always like, "You guys look like you have a lot of fun on that show." I'm like, "We do.
We do have fun.
Yeah.
We take the piss out of ourselves,
Absolutely. Well, I just so you know, I take Kindoki super seriously.
Yes, you do. Yes,
And that's why your
Not that
mic
it doesn't make it any better. But
You're like, that was the wrong key.
oh, yeah, well, that
I'm
one
like, does
bothered
he really
me.
matter with the way we're singing?
No,
Yeah,
but for whatever, sometimes that just bugs me. That's one of my things. Like when the guitar's slightly out of tune, it's like, "Grr."
Yeah, well, that's
Can't
usually a
stand
live
it.
performance. That's usually live performance when you're seeing the guitars are out of tune. It's like, oh my god, I got.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. When a song is radically in the wrong key, it just sometimes it just ruins it.
When it's but when it's a song that's in a high register where you're singing high and you can sing the song, but now suddenly you can't.
And that was exactly it. I went,
That was Journey, and I'm like,
I sing this song all the time, and I'm like, you fucking bastards.
I don't even understand why they would make that one high. I mean, Journey's high enough.
Yeah.
Why would they even change the key and that's a good karaoke song.
Well, they honestly they do that so people can sing it lower and get away because who can sing Steve Perry really?
So go an octave, two octaves down, but then
they changed the key down.
Yeah, only a few people can even come close to singing Steve Perry. So,
oh, for sure.
But yeah, I wanted to sing it where it was, and I'm like, I'm way above this. Yeah,
I need to pick a love
angry.
song for tomorrow.
Well, I would hope so.
Yes, something
I
cheesy.
don't think I have one. So I mean, I might just
to play. You mean? You can turn
song?
any song into a love song.
Yeah,
You could pretend you're in love with.
I do have one that I can
Something
think
that-
of right off the top of my head. That I do actually. I have backing tracks and everything. So
Nice. Well, and Dougie, I'm not a stickler for rules. You can play whatever you want. That was just a.
I was trying to
Slight
adhere to
suggestion.
your tight rules that you have. So
Well, that's it. The only time Lori has ever been, and I did a lot of it too. The only time we've been a stickler for rules was on Francis and Ian's show. And we beat those poor bastards senseless over their quizzes. Like, you're not following the rules. And
Yes. You're like, wait a minute, you freaking change them as you go along and get all mad.
yeah, exactly. Hey, everybody say hi to Hugh Caldwell.
Yay, Huey! Hello.
Hello.
I was going to say hello, mate. Hello, lass. Creamy fucking points.
I need to turn that TV off. I'm hearing double.
Yeah, no, I just put on your echo cancellation.
I was gonna say something's going on with you. Is because
I think that should work.
A whole lot of Rosie.
Oh, he'll be
Good night,
He'll be
Mixie.
back.
he'll be back.
He'll be back.
Whole lot of Rosie Palm. Yeah, well, that's a love song.
Yeah, give me a suggestion for a. Oh, that's funny, Pete. Yeah, I used to love that song. It's still a good one, the Pina Colada song. But I never really understood it when I was young. Then I got older, and I'm like, they had a chuckle over meeting somebody behind each other's back.
That
Like,
was the
then
same-
we laughed.
Yeah.
I'd be like, fuck off. But I guess they were both in the wrong, so two wrongs make a right.
in that case of that song, yeah, it did. But it's just it's like two people are trying to enhance their marriage or something is what I always took it as,
Enhance their marriage by going outside the marriage?
They only pretended to go outside their marriage. They were really, don't you know the whole song?
That's
The
not
whole-
true.
The
They
whole
didn't
song
know.
the whole song is they pretend like they're with somebody else, but they're really with themselves, with their partners.
Where did you get that? They don't pretend. They met up by chance and they're like, oh shit, it's you? I didn't know it was you because I didn't know you liked pina coladas and getting lost in the rain.
Oh, well, I got a totally different story out of it than that. I got,
It's
they
okay.
were trying
It's open to interpretation. I did not get that one though. I thought that they were just fucking around on each other and
No, I
fuck
didn't
around
get
and
that at
find
all.
out. And they found out.
That was one of those songs I went, oh, this is cheesy. Click.
I just thought they went to marriage counseling.
If you love pina coladas, we should do that one.
All right, well, let's check in with Hugh. Hugh, how are you doing, buddy boy?
Oh, not bad. Tired.
Tired?
Should be.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, but insomnia has been a big problem for the last few weeks. So,
I
Yeah,
know.
that sucks, man.
but
Like you said, sleep when you can, though, right? Doesn't matter what time.
Indeed, yes.
Get it in. And you did some recording last night, though, I heard.
I did, yeah. I meant to shoot video. I can see green screen behind me, but
Yeah,
I was just too tired all day.
it's okay.
Yeah.
I was out doing stuff today, and it just it took it out of me a bit.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Biatches.
Pete knows.
Yeah.
Well,
No, you
that's
take
cool.
time on that. I'm just happy for you that you played last week on my show. It sounded awesome. You're recording this week. You got your studio set up. Tell us about your studio.
Yeah, I've got a dual monitor system now. I'm going to be streaming on like PC
Yeah.
and recording on the Mac.
Wow.
Just to keep them separate from each other. So it's the streaming thing. I can just set it and leave it.
That's a great idea. Yeah.
So
You're
Rhett
into oil
was a
and
big
water.
help.
Yeah, ready. Mixie helped you. Good job,
Big
Mixie.
time. Yeah.
Bixie, you get down from there.
Oh,
Bixie. I'm trying to do his accent.
Yeah, I'm familiar. I pulled a Rhett because I'm watching hockey the other night, and I've got my big screen. Well, it's not that big. It's like 37 inches, but I've got it mounted in a nice cabinet up on the wall, and it's flat. We put stuff on top sometimes, and anyway, and I'm watching the hockey game, and all of a sudden I see a little paw batting at the players, and I look up, and Squid is on top of the cabinet there, and he's up there beating on the
God.
screen. I'm like, the fuck, bro? Get down. So, yeah, like, so I feel you, Rhett. Sometimes you got to yell at the cats and go, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
And that cat is a climber.
My
If I
face is
look
behind all the comments.
if I look as if I've shrunk a bit, it's because I'm sitting on a stool because somebody stole my seat.
Yes, the rockabye
Oh.
baby. He loves your little seat.
He's
Yeah.
sitting, that's him there. Look.
Good night, YouTube police. Oh,
Hey, thanks for
is
stopping
he in there
in.
right now?
Hi.
He's in there now.
Yeah.
Spin him.
All right, well, check out the shows, YouTube Police. Lori, Friday, and Gary, and Leela, and Jade Star, and all the great entertainment tomorrow.
Yeah, I hope to see you.
Don't be a stranger.
There we go. It's so dark though.
There's
Oh,
the kitten.
hi,
Yeah.
Felix.
Felix is a dark kitty. Kitty. Yeah, I could hear the voice outside the door there, but they're not getting in just yet.
Yeah, and tomorrow we also have another new episode of Unearthed,
Correct.
which that show has gotten to be I have to watch that every week now.
Unearthed kicks ass.
Yeah, it does.
But I'm starting to miss it regularly because my wife keeps changing the time she wants to be picked up. And
Oh,
the last couple weeks, it's right in the middle of the show. So I was like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that replay works pretty well too. So
I like the replay. So, yeah. But it's cool. It's good to be there live, and you can kind of see what, the comments.
Yeah.
I think it live is better, but
yeah, sometimes, except for there's once in a while I'll just not so much with Unearthed, but with some of the other live shows, I'll just kind of hang in the rafters and not make myself known because I'm just too exhausted to go hello to everybody, and
Oh, there
know
she
what I mean?
is.
hello, Jade.
You're not doing the show this week?
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Fuck YouTube.
yeah, no shit, fuck YouTube. I've been fighting with YouTube the last couple weeks. It's just all of a sudden just kind of doing its own thing lately, and it's like my chat and the screen that you see it's not right now, and so
Aggravating.
it is aggravating.
I
Yeah.
haven't been able to make any shows this week with my schedule, except Hugh gave me the words heads up that I was on
No,
Thomas's. So
no,
I got
I
to
have
copy that
been
from it, but yeah.
Between being sick and this book project, I have been a total stranger. Was on Pete's for a while today, which was nice.
Yeah.
And Pete had a super good show today. Really, if you guys check out the show today, because went over a lot of good topics about being in the right mindset for being creative and doing what we do. And I at one point I said Pete John's life coach because he really was giving super solid advice. And there was some people in the chat there that were like, I've been struggling with recording and releasing music, and man, what you're saying is making sense to me, and I'm going to get after that. And so that's what Pete is there to do, is to encourage people to move ahead and get their stuff out there. And I felt like it was a super effective show for that.
I'll have to watch it.
I think for me, it's been such a long, cold winter. And I can't speak for Pete because he's in 30-degree Celsius weather, but it's like I've been so unmotivated. I mean, I have several songs out there, and I'm waiting for people to get back to me, but I haven't even been motivated to do like something on my own either, because I'm just busy, tired. You want to go to bed when it's dark and cold early.
Yeah.
I've been getting to bed earlier, which is great. I need to. In fact, I need to get off soon because of my day tomorrow. But yeah,
probably I'll notice the last few weeks that I haven't been posting my regular acoustic guitar little snippets. It's because I've not been playing every night like I normally do. Just but that other drug they put me on there was it kind of put me back a few steps. I'm now off it and I'm coming back now, and hands are getting stronger again, but it definitely put me back for a good few weeks there.
Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, I've not played.
Sometimes it's tough to get it back. Ow! Fuck! I just got a cramp. Getting old sucks.
Yeah, this is
the way I was like crossing my legs, I just got a calf cramp. I'm like, what?
Yeah, those are no fun.
I get them all the time since I started keto, but normally it's in the middle of the night.
Yeah,
but I upped my magnesium intake. I'm hoping that helps. I'm drinking
it should.
Yeah.
Yeah, magnesium helps vitamin D work better. Magnesium is great. I am prohibited from taking it, which sucks because I used to take it every day. And I've had to do some other things to work around the cramping issue.
Well, I made electrolyte water, which is really, really good for your muscles, especially if you're on keto. And it's just lemon juice, cream of tartar, fake sugar, because I like to put that in there. And Himalayan salt is great, but I just use sea salt and water. And I haven't had cramps in the past 2 nights since I started drinking it. So
it's good. Get those electrolytes. Yep. See, Boomer knows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing, is just increasing the electrolytes a little bit.
Magnesium is so good for sleep.
Yeah.
Yep, magnesium is a wonderful chemical, but for people with myasthenia gravis, it's a no-no because it makes the tenuous connection between your nerves and muscles worse. So it's a no-go.
Between magnesium, I'm going to get the words right, citrate and magnesium glyce something. One of them's better for you. One of them's better absorbing.
Yeah, the citrate is better absorbing, but again, fortunately, it's moot.
Body Armor and Liquid IV.
Okay.
Lime juice, sea salt, monk fruit. I told you about that, Coldy, didn't I? You drink a liter, good. I make sure I drink a whole glass in the morning, right when I wake up, a whole glass before I go to bed, and then maybe sips throughout the day. I'm really bad because I drink diet soda instead.
Oh, yeah. Soda is just...
I love my diet ginger ale, though.
And I get it, but man, there is nothing good in soda for you, unfortunately.
Yeah, no vitamins, but better than me drinking high sugar fruit juice or something, I guess.
Well, I mean, it's all degrees, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I drink a Diet Coke. I drink a Diet Coke maybe once or twice a month.
Nice.
And every week we try to avoid it, and yet every week here we are.
Yeah, and
you missed the ailments portion. We're always go to the ailments too, but we're at that age.
I do have to, because I was just talking to a friend of mine I've been talking to lately. He's been going through some tough times, and he was recently in the hospital due to some things, but we were talking about alcohol, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to go buy some more beer because I just finished my last beer here a week ago, and from a half a rack of beer that I got 2 years ago.
You probably don't even know what they cost anymore. You're gonna be like, oh my god.
I don't. I mean, I have no idea, but I do know that when I don't have any beer at all, that's when I want a beer. So it's like, I can buy beer and then I'm good for another 2 years, you know. So
yeah, have it just in case. Yeah, just case.
yeah,
Yeah, you never know. And you could have somebody drop by who likes a beer.
yeah.
I try and keep a little bit around either for cooking or in case somebody drops by, but
I had a bottle of whiskey for
Not my
like
thing.
8 years before I ever even opened it, you know, and I'm still drinking on it.
yeah.
That shows
Now
how much-
remember though, when it gets down to about a third left, it starts oxidizing rapidly. So that's when you got to invite friends over and kill it.
The
So
whiskey.
it goes
Yeah.
bad or gets stronger.
No, it gets bad. Yeah, because it oxidizes and it picks up nasty things.
Ew.
If it's unopened, it'll be great for literally decades.
Yeah, and it's good because it was about a decade of sitting in the cupboard before I ever opened
Yeah,
it.
it would have tasted fine. But yeah, when it gets down to about a third left, then
Yeah,
then it starts to get dicey, and then it just doesn't keep.
musty.
Yeah.
How
Who
long can it
knows?
be like that? Because I don't really know much about, you know.
Yeah. Well, again,
You're okay.
the taste is going to degrade the longer it sits at that level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you,
That's
I'm
why-
looking forward to a drink tomorrow night. So Hugh and I are gonna
Yeah, me too. I
put a
haven't.
drink from the under the table. I've been so good and so busy. I'm like, Friday, long weekend, presentation over, drink up.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that gives you an idea how sick I was last week because Friday rolled around and I'm like,
Yeah,
no, not even.
couldn't even.
Didn't even consider it. No, because it's just like the thought of it was like, oh, grr, can't
Not a
do
good
it.
idea when you're sick. You don't want to
No.
dehydrate more.
Yeah, now, I mean, your grandmother's recipe of hot tea and a little bit of honey and a little bit of whiskey, you know, for your cough and everything is a super good home remedy.
You had a different grandma than I
But
did.
I didn't do that even.
Me too.
I just made the hot tea and lemon and honey.
Oh, I got chicken soup. I didn't get whiskey.
Yeah. My grandma didn't believe in
Chicken
giving
soup is good.
kids whiskey, so.
Oh, my mom hates alcohol. Hates it.
No. Well, there's
Doesn't touch it.
lots of people too, and there's lots of people that it's just, you know, my youngest son doesn't drink it. He figured out by the time he was 22 or 23, is like, this is not my friend. I ain't doing this.
Yeah. Smart.
It is smart. I give him all the credit. My oldest, of course, is the guy I drink a lot of whiskey with when he comes to visit. I finally finished the whiskey that he brought at Christmas.
Chicken soup and hot sauce.
Well, when I started having to inject myself with insulin, that was the time when the
Yeah.
alcohol kind of went south, and
Nope.
I drink, I get a little buzz, and then I'd pay for it for 3 days.
Oh, well, that's the
afterwards.
thing. Man, if you're struggling with diabetes, alcohol is not your friend.
No, it's not.
No.
And that's why
It
I
just
don't
isn't.
drink. That's why I don't drink.
Yeah, and it makes sense that if were I ever to develop diabetes, I'd be an ex-drinker too, because it's
And
just
I never
doesn't
really
work.
was a drinker in the first place. I mean, I was around alcohol for ever since I was little, but you
Yeah.
know, I mean, and I think that was one of the things too, because I played music on stage when I was a kid, and I had to deal with drunks, and it turned me off so much that I think that was a big, huge, you know.
Oh, there's nothing worse than drunk people when you're sober.
oh,
So
And
fucking
when you're
annoying.
when
So
you're a little
embarrassing.
kid, and these adults are globbing all over, and some of these adults were like my teachers, and they're drunk, and they're like their hands are all over me and stuff, and I was like being molested by these adults, and it's like yeah. So
Creepy.
alcohol didn't set well with me, you know.
Guess not.
yeah. Can we go back to talking about our health?
I'm just a little embarrassed here. The hell?
Oh, kidding.
I participated in a 1 year no beer thing, which for me is 1 year nothing, right? But they rhyme it 1 year no beer, and it was during COVID.
Oh,
Everybody's like, "Oh my god, everybody's drinking during COVID. How could you do this?" I said, "Well, first of all, it's easy because I'm not going anywhere." And the minute everything opened up and I went out, I was like, "Oh, I'm so fucking aggravated with these people. Is this what like drunk people look like?"
no doubt.
So I had to join them again.
Well, back in the day, you know,
Like enough of that.
there was only two kinds of people that owned clubs. They were either raging alcoholics or they didn't drink at all.
Right.
Nothing in between. And that's just,
That's kind of
know.
true too.
oh yeah, when you're around it all the time, you're going to go one of two ways.
Boomer.
I Yeah, when I was this is years and years and years ago, but this one in my hometown, one of the hometown kids became kind of a superstar football player and went on to play in the Canadian League and then went on to the NFL and ended up retiring. And when he did, he invested a bunch of money into these different things. He bought a video store up north and a couple different motels and stuff, and he bought this bar and grill thing down in Kamiah, and he decided to have one of his buddies that I knew from the time we were little kids. I knew both these kids from when we were little. They were 3 years younger than me. He turned over the bar over to David, and we played there once in a while, but Kenny had all this money, and he was just going to let David just take over. Well, what David would do is David was helping himself to the till at the end of the night, and he's like, and David was basically supplying the after-hours party with all the money the bar was making. So it was like,
that sucks.
It did, and I was just shaking my head going, David, you're an asshole, you know. You're a total little dick.
Common. Yeah, that's why a lot of those places don't make it. I want to shift gears because we've got, the KurtFest coming up and everything. And Doug suggested this topic. I thought it was really good. Talking about performance anxiety.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not talking I was going to say, damn it. You just killed. I knew one of us was going to go there, and I was trying to beat you to it. But yeah, we're not talking about ED or anything like that. We're talking about we've all performed on stage and everything, and now at these festivals. But how? Let's start with how much performance anxiety do you get, and how do you deal with it? And Doug, it's kind of your topic. Let's start with you because you mentioned last week you were fighting it a little bit.
I did, and it's kind of weird because it's different. It's a lot different. Performance anxiety is a lot different doing this while you're streaming versus like if you were playing in a band. I mean, playing in a band, and maybe it's just because I got so much experience at the other, I don't get really anxiety over that. I mean, I get kind of anxious before the job starts because I kind of want to just get up there and get it going, you know? I don't want to.
Very different though. You're all in the room together. You got people surrounding you. There's
right, and
outside noise.
If something fucks up, you can look at the drummer and go, "Huh, what are you doing?" Yeah. You know? Pretend like it's not your problem, or pretend like you didn't do it. But no, I'm just kidding. But it's different when you're streaming versus like performing live with a band,
Yeah.
And what happened last week was kind of like, and it shouldn't have been a big deal because it hadn't been a big deal until I started getting in my head about it. And I probably started doing it the wrong time of day. I was practicing ballerina. Well, I hadn't really had any problem with ever singing that song before, but then all of a sudden I started having problems singing that song. Well, then it got in my head. And the next thing you know, I'm kind of like tense about it, Well, the one thing you can't be when you're especially if you're singing, and if it's a challenging song, you cannot be tense while you're trying because it's going to work against you, and that's what happened with that song. So it kind of came up into and I thought that would be a really good discussion to have because I can't be the only one that kind of that happens to. I mean,
No.
I mean, some songs are not a big deal at all because there's not much of a challenge in doing it. But any song that presents a challenge can, especially if it gets in your head at all. How do you get it out of your head? That's the big thing.
Yep, indeed. Well, I'm going to throw this. Hugh has got a lot of experience playing live back in the day, and up until recently, he was in bands that were doing that. How was that for you? Did you find that you would get anxious right before the gig, or it was okay? And if you were a little anxious, how'd you deal with it?
Well, when I was in my covers band, we played a lot of songs by like the Who and the Kinks and the Small Faces and stuff like that, and that was a lot of pressure to play because you've got a standard to hit of the real song, you know what I mean? So you could beat yourself up if you think you're not playing the song as well as you should. But when I was in my blues band, different story. I'm a blues guitar at heart and in my element. So whenever we played live, it was like, bring it on, plug in, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends on the situation, really.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
no,
definitely
it's
think it's
interesting.
situational. Not that I've played live music, but hearing from my friends here, a festival is nerve-wracking. Just calling it a festival, even though it's GMA, it's our friends, but it's like, and then you're up next. It's for me, so I'm going to equate this to my job because I am great in conversations. I'm great leading meetings and all that. But just knowing that tomorrow is a formal presentation, I'm going to be like, okay, you're up, you're being recorded, and we're going to, give you feedback on what you say. I'm a nervous wreck, and I don't usually get nervous talking. So I think the same thing equates to these festivals. Like you play on my show, you're not like a nervous wreck, but because this is a festival on GMAs and it's a big lineup, I think the pressure's on. And I think that's why I wouldn't be able to do it first off with my setup, but I'd be a nervous wreck doing it as well. I don't blame you guys.
Well, actually, anytime I've played in front of on camera on YouTube, I felt more pressure than playing out
Live. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a camera thing as well. It's like everybody's watching at the same time.
Exactly.
And it's like television. The camera's right on you.
Interesting, right? It's
right?
like red light fever amplified.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
and like what Hugh's saying, and I kind of said this a little bit earlier, it's like when you're playing in a band, there's not just you. It's like there's others, and you can kind of hide amongst the group that you're in, in a way. I mean, it's like a psychological hiding because you're out there visible.
Yeah.
Even on
lights are
my
on
show,
you, too.
Gary. Oh,
But yeah, it's strength in numbers. I think there's something to that.
But like performing on G's or something, I mean, the camera's on you. You're the only one there, unless you're, Axe and Nacho or something. But if you're just a single act like most of us are, the camera's on you and it's just you, period. And the thing about it is like it's kind of and I thought about this too. Like when you're performing live, you're going through a PA system, you got a room to deal with, you got crowd noise, you got echoing off, you got reflections off the roof, it's not clean. And the streams and everything, people are wearing headphones, it's clean. You can hear everything.
Guitar 7 cents out of tune. Oh God, yes, you can hear it.
If I pick up a guitar, right, and I'm playing just me, it's going to be very noticeable if I go like
right, yeah.
So you have to, if you don't play clean on camera, then it stands out a mile.
But you have to give yourselves a break knowing that us, our group, our community, we're not judging you, right? We're just excited to see the entertainment. So we're not gonna be like, oh, you fucked up on that one chord. And if you tell yourself that, you'll be more relaxed. Be like, it's not going to be the end of the world, right? Everybody messes up.
It's not. But as the person who's performing and stuff, you want to perform the best you can. You don't want it to be some gnarly thing that you're pulling out. And I mean, there's a few people in the community that don't seem to matter, but most of us kind of give a shit about what we sound like.
You want to put your best foot forward for your peers. I definitely feel that. The last festival that I played, G has been putting me on a little bit later, and it's a combination of time zone and some other things, but little higher numbers, little higher pressure. And before this last one, I was rehearsed. I had my set down. I had confidence. But as it got further and further into the night and I'm out, my wife's having a cigarette on the deck and we're chatting and everything. She goes, "You're getting nervous, aren't you?" I'm like, "Yeah, you can tell, hon." She said, "Yep. I've known you for a very long time and I can see that you're getting tense." And she just said, "You'll be fine, big man." And when I came down and got ready to go, and about probably a minute into the first song, I was like, "I'm okay. I'm going to be all right." But, if you get in your own mind, man, you can vapor lock. And I've had it happen on G's or anything, like I'll just go blank on my own song. Can't remember the lyrics. Cannot remember the lyrics. Just gone. And
it happens, but you
it
still
happens.
But
The first time I played on camera was on Hibby's show, and it was at a time when it was getting 3 people up at a time every week to play, and
yeah.
So it was me, Brad Example, and I forget the other person that was up. Anyway, I'm playing the second song into I was playing, and I was playing a Jimi Hendrix song called "Who Knows," which requires a Univibe pedal. For a lot of the sound and the solo and stuff. So it came to the main part, and I had all my pedals on my desk rather than on the floor. Pressed the switch with my left index finger, and my whole rig fell off the table.
oh no!
So I've got a Hendrix backing track playing in the background, and I'm trying to pick up pedals like that.
Oh, what a pain in the ass.
So about 15 seconds later, back playing again. It was hilarious.
Hey, shit happens.
I bet you weren't laughing about it though.
No, not at the time. You're mortified. It's like I still, every time I have a mistake like that, I beat myself up for weeks. It's like, come on, be better prepared or whatever. But you got to let it go. You got to have that mindset like you did in sports. You got beat on this play, next play. Let's go.
Yeah.
And chuckle it off. Don't.
Yeah.
Do you think all of us are still talking? Remember that time Chris fucked up on G-Maze? No,
You do. I saw it in the chat. Don't lie to me.
No.
Well,
Just once a week.
Only because you keep bringing it up.
And the thing about it is with G-May, I know that, and Chris, I think you're probably the same as me. It's like you're when you go and watch the replay, the only thing you're really paying attention is my levels sound good, or is my and you're just basically you're honing in on what you did, and you're picking it apart. You're looking for how can I make it better.
Absolutely. And the old football coach. This is the Monday morning quarterbacking of yourself. Like, okay, what did I do? What could I do better? All that kind of stuff. But I think that the big thing here is anxiety is good, properly channeled.
Right. Yeah, it is.
You can become too anxious, and then to your point, if you get tight as a vocalist, you're done. You're hosed.
Yeah. You cannot.
And when I do the darkness, you always know if Lane's feeling good or not, because there's that one note there that it's a high note, it's a challenging note, but in the last 3 months, I don't ever worry about it.
Yeah.
And I never not hit it anymore because I'm relaxed, and I've got confidence that it's not going to be a problem. Previously, I would think about it too much, to your point, get in my own head, and then it was a little more hit and miss.
Well, and the disappointing thing for me, especially like last week on Lori's show, is Ballerina. If I just relax, I can make it sound pretty effortlessly, and that's always my goal with that song, is to make it sound like that's not a hard. He's singing that very easily. It's not a big deal, and that's how it's supposed to sound. But last week it was like toward the end, I was straining with it, and it was like, man, I got in my own head with it, and the next thing you know, I'm not singing, I'm not relaxed, and now I'm pushing it hard and not doing what I need to do vocally, technique-wise,
There's definitely something about either singing or playing on camera that even though you're not aware of it, you will naturally do everything a little bit faster.
Yes.
Yeah, you kind of do that.
Yeah, we talked about that kind of the beginning. You have to be very conscious of tempo, and it's very easy to, because your adrenaline's going, and you can get a little too quick. And then that makes everything, it's harder to play, it's harder to sing.
Is there anything wrong with using a click while you're playing live? Because that's what I would want to do. I got to keep.
No, not at all. I mean,
so you guys hear it, not so I just hear it.
I mean, we all use clicks when we record.
Yeah.
I use clicks in the way of backing tracks. I mean, those are click tracks essentially, but those are bass is going on, drums are going on, everything's going on, and it's essentially a glorified backing track that just makes it sound like a release. The whole band is there,
Yeah, exactly.
But
Chris, I just realized it's past midnight. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I do have to get going.
You got to get off, don't you?
I got to get off. Yeah, I just.
All right. Well, good luck tomorrow. Now, let's take the lessons we learned tonight. You're anxious, but you'll be fine. You're
My
rehearsed. You
personality is
know
gonna
your
come
business.
across. Yes, it's going to
Be
be
calm, be zen, and kill it.
Yeah.
take that anxiety and turn it into energy.
So knock him out, Laurie. Knock him out.
Thank you, guys. You're the best. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. See you
Good
on
night,
your show.
everybody. See you tomorrow.
All right.
Bye.
See ya. There she goes, Lori. And we'll all be on her show, I imagine, tomorrow night.
Well, nap. Forget a nap, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you better get a nap in, Hugh, because you got some time. You got some time to make up. You've been gone for quite a while now, so.
Yeah, I was on last week, but yeah, I'd been missing
It
in
was-
action for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great having you last week. It was really good.
Oh,
And
yeah, I
Rhett-
loved it.
And Rhett showed up too, so it was like a double whammy. Good.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, great fun.
Yeah, Lori's show is always a good time. And for those of you who are maybe a little newer in the chat, every Friday there is a cavalcade of live performance shows and live talk shows, starting with Valerie Bott, my neighbor up the road here in Colorado, at noon, so 2 o'clock Eastern time. And then we got Charlie Gabaldon. Then we have Jade Starr with usually not one, but 2 shows. Tomorrow will just be the 1 show. And then we have Lori's Mishmash, who comes on at midnight Eastern time. It's a talk show format with a little live music performance. And then the Parking Lot Warrior, Gary Hubbs, who was on my guest earlier this evening. And these 2 knuckleheads are off and on Lori's. And after Gary's show, we go hang out with Leela in the Midnight Chill. And that's how we end our Fridays. So if you're not entertained on Fridays, boys and girls, you're just not trying.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And there's our fabulous moderator, Gary Hubbs, with the list of all the shows tomorrow, because I inevitably forget somebody or don't. I don't think I did tonight. I think I got everybody in tonight, but I'll look at the replay tomorrow and go, oh no, you missed. But Gary misses no one, and it's in the link there.
Yeah. It was good seeing Gary on your shows earlier tonight.
Yeah, it's when he works that one shift, he's able to come on and we just chat a little quality one-on-one time like that.
Little
So that was
hockey
nice.
going on there tonight.
Yeah, see, there it is. I know I was missing somebody. Damn it, sorry, Smith. Every time I miss somebody. And then, of course, Mr. Smith also does things with Valerie Smith.
Oh yeah.
Valerie Smith, Valerie Bott sometimes. So sometimes Mr. Smith is solo. Sometimes he has his friend Valerie on. So thank you, Schmitty. Damn it. That's why Gary saves me with that list every time, because every week I forget somebody.
Yeah, and I get Fridays and Saturdays kind of mixed up sometimes too.
Yeah. Well, I'm just
I mean,
old
Friday's
and
a big
foolish.
train, and then Saturday's not much different. I mean, Saturday's a lot of stuff going on too. So.
Ooh, well, this will be good. 1 year anniversary. I do love the sound session shows with Smith and Valerie.
Yeah.
Those are nice. They've got such great chemistry, don't they?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Just a good show, and both highly entertaining and highly educational.
And highly talented.
So, edutainment.
Yep.
Nice people.
Yeah, and that's right. That's a problem with, especially on a Friday, because there's so many. Again, there's some things that come on, before Valerie's, and then there's, if you really want to stay up late, there are people that come on after Leela.
Yeah, Helen's on.
Yeah, Helen Clark is off and on. I'm done by then. I'm out.
I usually can't even make it to Leela because I'm just so wiped out, because it's like number one, tomorrow I'll get up out of bed probably like 7 o'clock in the morning, and and by the time Lori shows are with, I'm pretty. It's just like when that shows are with, I watch Gary's, but then Gary's is where I'm just totally winding down, and by the time Gary's is over with, my eyes are usually shutting.
I'm usually strong for Gary's, but then I've shot my load, and
you're usually counting ice pucks.
Yeah, I'm counting the ice pucks and making sure we're all good on that. And just in case people want to dispute me, screw you. I am the official ice puck counter. If I say he hit the sink, he hit the sink. That's it.
Yeah.
Am I a little generous occasionally on the bounces? Yeah, But you know what? In the NHL, if it crosses the line, it don't matter how it got in. It's a goal. So
You know, and of all the
That's how I
times
look at it.
I've been witnessing. There's only one time I would say that you called it a hit, and I was like, I don't think that was a hit, but I'll give it to you. But that was one time. One time. I mean,
well, that's it. You know, the ref has got to make the call. And does the ref blow it every once in a while? Yeah, maybe.
maybe.
But it's a fun part of Gary's show, and I enjoy doing
Yeah.
it. But and then usually I have to feed the cats, and they're like, "Hey, man, let's get into bed." And I'm like, "All right." And then I get into bed, and the cats are snuggled in, and Leela's going, and she's got her good chill going on. I usually don't make it but a couple songs.
Yeah, I don't. I usually try to say hi, and that's about it, you know. But
Yeah, because it's a great show. I mean, the music
It's a great
you
show.
know, it does
And
the
I
live
usually-
mixing.
I pretty much always watch the replay because it's like I'm looking for what can Height Club grab out of this, you know. And
I can see that
yeah, so
very much.
I do have to say one thing. It's been no mention of this, and since Gary is gone and the hockey's over with now, I just got to say one thing. How about those Seahawks?
What about them?
They're the champions, my friend. They are the champions, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
they pretty much annihilated.
I'm sure you felt great beating up on that junior high football team that they put out there. I mean, I knew the Patriots could not beat the Seahawks,
Yeah, I know.
but I was shocked at how pathetic the product they put on the field was. That was horrible.
The Patriots?
Yeah, they had no business.
Well, yeah. I don't think the Broncos would have done much better. So
They would have done better, but
maybe a little.
degrees. And again, it's coulda, shoulda, woulda. I'm not going to play that game. You know, had our quarterback not gotten hurt, we're in the Super Bowl. There's zero question. And I think we would have been competitive.
Yeah.
Do we win? Probably not. I don't think so.
No.
I don't.
The
You
only
guys' running game was really good. So
the only thing I can say really that was nice about it is this was really, and I told Lori this was like the revenge game from one of the most painful Super Bowls I've ever experienced in my entire life. Was that first Patriots Seahawks meeting where the Seahawks should have won and they didn't on the 1 yard line. I mean,
that's why you play the game.
yeah,
Hey, the Atlanta Falcons should be Super Bowl champions, but
yeah,
they ain't.
they ain't.
That's why you play the game, which is why I can't say unequivocally that the Broncos would not have won. I don't think their chances would have been great, but got to play the game. Weird things happen.
Well, when I knew the Seahawks weren't probably going to have much. Actually, the Rams, the 49ers were much more of an easy thing than I thought they would be, and the Rams turned out to be every bit as tough as I thought they would be.
Yeah.
The Rams game kind of made me hold my breath.
Well, I wanted to see the Rams Seahawks Super Bowl. That would have been a great game.
Yeah, but that can't happen.
But it doesn't work that way. Yeah.
no, it doesn't work that way.
Doesn't work that way. Anyway. All right. Enough of the football. That's
enough
done
football.
until next year.
Yeah, it's done.
All
But
right.
I had to mention it just because, my team won finally. So
Indeed. So, Hugh,
I got a new toy.
this is
Wow.
exactly what I was going to segue to. What new goodies does Hugh have? Because Hugh always is finding goodies.
I'll just to stop having to play with guitar cables at the desk. I just bought a wireless one.
Now, is that because I get the Temu ads all the time for the $30 wireless ones or whatever, and I've been tempted because the cables are kind of a pain in the ass. But what do you think of this?
The Legato ones from Amazon are really good
Okay,
and are very affordable.
yeah. So have you started using them? What do you think?
can't tell a difference between that and a cable. So
Oh, really?
Okay.
Huh.
recording too, So
Oh, really? It's not thinner or anything, huh?
nah.
Interesting. Now that's cool.
And no extemporaneous noise that is introduced. Very
No.
cool.
Well, unless your guitar output jack is a bit crackly.
Well,
Well,
But that's
yeah,
'cause you
but
use
that's
a
going to
cord
be,
anyway.
yeah,
Yeah.
cable will be the same thing.
Yeah.
Hey, James Myers, what's going on? How are you, man?
James.
Must have jumped up from his nap. He keeps odd hours too sometimes.
anyway, Chris, I just wanted to pop up and say hello to you for a bit. So I'm going to try and get some sleep in a minute.
All right. Well, it's always great to see you, my friend.
And you.
See,
And you're sounding great with your rich brogue. I love it.
All right, guys.
Next time you come on, read me your phone book. I just love your voice.
No worries. Right, I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Be well, my friend. Sleep
Take
well.
care, Hugh.
Cheers, bud.
All right. And there he goes, the great Hugh Caldwell, who
Oh, well, yeah.
he's played on a number of my tracks, and I love working with that guy.
He's played on a number of everyone's tracks.
Well, yeah, I mean, Hugh is like the sorority girl in college. Hugh gets around,
He does, definitely.
but in the nicest non-slutty way possible. Yeah, it's just fun. It's good to just see him feeling good,
Yeah.
feeling good and all that good stuff.
I was involved with a new release here a couple days ago. I don't know if you saw this or not. Ron Ward released Sylvia's Mother. Did you see that?
I did not.
Oh yeah, I'm singing.
Why did
on
I
it.
not get that? Because I usually get Ron stuff. Huh.
Yeah, I'm singing on it. He was like, well, it was kind of hilarious because it's like when he first contacted me about it, he's like, yeah, it's just a little bit out of my range. Could you sing this for me? And then I don't know if you watched this on G's show last week, but it was like the truth came out. It was like he's like, yeah, I'm gonna, take your and just use the back and do this maybe on this show, just sing the lead part. And I was like, yeah, I knew you could sing it. It wasn't out of your vocal range at all. You just wanted to get me to sing on it, which I didn't. I do it again in a heartbeat, but I had to give him some crap about it,
Yeah, it was nice to see Ron on there. I would have liked to have gone up and hung out with him for a little bit, but
Yeah.
again, was not to be last week.
Yeah, no, you were kind of in the ill department last week.
Yeah, I was not doing well.
Well, you were certainly missed. I know. I always enjoy when you're part of the panel on that show.
Yeah, it's a great place to hang, and I love being there. But yeah, it just
Yeah, but if you're not well,
it was not happening. Yeah. Well, and I sat here in this chair for over an hour trying to convince myself and will myself to be well enough to do it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what are we doing? This is not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Let's stop.
You might be able
teasing
to
it.
pull that stuff off if you weren't a vocalist, but
Yeah.
but being a vocalist, you can pretty much hear that right off.
Well, and I was so fuzzy-headed. I mean, even if I could sing the songs, remembering what I was supposed to sing would have been
Yeah.
perhaps super entertaining, but I would not have enjoyed it.
I gotta tell you a little bit of a secret. When I do most of my songs, when I perform most of my songs, I have the lyrics on this monitor right over here. So if I start to stumble on something, I can just look at the lyrics real quickly and hopefully pull myself out of a nosedive. But it doesn't always work because my eyes aren't the best, and even though I have a gigantic font, it's like sometimes it's still not big enough,
Yeah, indeed. Well, and like here, I'm going to do something here. Let's run the experiment. I'm just going to change screens. And did I freeze?
Yep, you did.
See, this is a new phenomenon on StreamYard. It never used to do that.
You said,
And I think it sucks. And it's it really is disincentive to like pull up lyrics or go to another screen, because then you're
Yeah,
then you're
it's in
just stuck
freeze.
in, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. So you're just
Yeah, and it never used to do that. And I don't know, it's because I got so many friggin' tabs open. It's like I just can't handle it, bro. I don't know if that's the issue, but again, it never used to do that. So
and you just have the
I
one
got to
computer?
research it.
You just have the one computer there?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, see, I have 3 computers.
yeah,
And it kind of
yeah. I just have one really good one.
well, I have like 2 really good ones, and my worst computer is the one I have to chat on, so I can read chat, But the really good ones are the ones I have my DAW on, which I use the backing tracks on that one, and then the one I stream on, which is everything's going to that one, which is the one I'm looking at right now. So
Yeah. I wonder now, because of James's comment, because what the hell with browser Chrome that I use updated, I don't know, a couple weeks ago.
oh,
And I wonder
could be very well, yeah.
if that's a Chrome thing now, and
be a
that's what's
browser.
causing it.
be a
Yeah,
browser
and
thing,
has
yeah.
nothing to do with StreamYard or how many tabs. I gotta investigate that, because
I would
That's
probably lay
irritating.
money on it. It's more of a Chrome thing than it is a StreamYard thing.
yeah, I strongly suspect it's Chrome, or it's going, how many fucking tabs do you want to have open? I mean, come on, man.
Well, let's try an experiment here. I'm going to switch tabs and see if I freeze.
Okay,
Did I just freeze?
you did.
Yep.
Okay,
And on this machine here, there's only 4 tabs open.
okay, but you're in Chrome, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be a Chrome thing then.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Google Chrome.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that. Man, I haven't had Opera on my machine forever.
And I don't know about. See, you're running an Apple too, so.
Yeah, well, and that's why I used to use Opera, but it got really wonky on the Mac there for a while. I mean, I used to love Firefox.
Yeah,
That
so did
was, but
That's archaic now.
yeah, it is totally. That's a Stone Axis, man.
Oh, you really want to talk about really Stone Axis? Think about what was it? Navigator? Was that what it was? Navigator.
Oh yeah, Navigate. Oh my God.
That was a few centuries ago. So
This is how long I've been on the internet. My search engine back in the day was something called Alta Vista.
oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, Google didn't even exist.
Do you remember IRQ and MIRC
Oh yeah.
before there was such a thing as Windows? It was all bulletin board crap. I mean, you didn't have much of a user interface at all. It was all
Oh God, no, it
it
was.
was all ASCII driven.
Yeah.
You know. It was a nightmare back then. I mean, it was kind of like we thought we were really onto something. We'd get these little tiny, these little, I don't know what they were. They were little tiny 50 kilobyte games, or something that.
Oh yeah.
Scorch and shit, that were just.
Ah yes. Back in the day, old people reminiscing about
About
Model
computers.
Ts and such. But I mean, literally, that means that was Model Ts of that early computer age.
Yeah, it was. Yep.
Yeah, I had one of the first websites in my little niche of industry, and
Oh, really?
I think I've told this story before. There was a big Chicago model and hobby show, and that was where, it was back when trade shows were a thing, like NOM,
Yeah.
but it was for, hobbies.
Yeah.
And we would go, and I actually wore a suit and tie for, a number of years doing that, and we'd meet each other and blah, blah, blah. And we knew about the internet. We knew about these, websites getting to be a thing, and we saw the potential to interact with our customers, but nobody knew anything about it.
Yeah.
Really didn't. And there was a Trimedia. I mean, I think they're long out of business, but they were
I remember
based in
that.
Chicago.
Trimedia, I remember that.
And they came to the show and they talked to people about websites, and we hired them to help us with our website and everything. And, come to find out, most of their business was putting up porn sites. That was the
Maybe that's
big
how I
web.
remember.
I mean, those were the only people that were making any money at it. And so I would get with my guy, and I'm like, I don't want to see the stuff. I don't care. But what are they doing to interact with their customers, and how, what's under the hood that the porn guys are using? I want to give that to the train geek guys, just with less nudity. And he was our web guy for years there until, it grew to the point where, it was a lot more accessible, more people knew how to do it, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
But that was my early web experience.
Yeah. The good old days.
Ah, the good old days. Those were the days, my friend. I thought they'd never end.
Yeah, some of them kind of still haven't ended in ways.
Yeah. I just remember the big old AOL. I had a buddy. He was one of my train buddies, and he would collect up the discs because they were everywhere, and he'd glue cork on the back. And I had AOL coasters for days because he would just hand them out, and that's all they were good for.
Yeah. Yeah, AOL was really the kind of the first of the they had the actual graphic user interface,
Yep.
where you could actually, and then and you've got mail,
Oh, the old classic. Well, here's where you knew where people were like older and been on for a while if they had an AOL email address.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or if they were an old Mac person, Earthlink.
Yeah, Earthlink. I remember that too.
I still have an Earthlink address. I've had it for 30 years. But yeah, it was Mindspring and Earthlink, and then the two companies merged. But I had Earthlink because that was, if you had a Mac, that's what you had. And they were my first ISP.
I had Earthlink, and I had a PC. I didn't have a Mac.
Yeah, well, they did both, but I mean, again, for Macs, you were really they were about the only ISP that you could get on.
Although my very first computer I ever took into my house was a Mac.
Yeah,
and it was a Mac from the college. I was a TA for chemistry, and it was during the summer, and the professor just let me take the Mac home, and I had that Mac all summer long at my house and got to learn Mac inside out, and I loved it.
Nice. Sleep well, Mr. Smith. We will see you on the show tomorrow.
See you, Mr. Smith.
Oh, and Pole Vault and Sunshine. There's the other show that I forgot tonight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
You can tell that my mind is mush from being sick last week because, man, I'm off my feed.
There's so many shows, though. That's the problem, too.
I usually do a lot better than that.
Yeah,
that was
I would
pretty
need to have them
pathetic.
written down on a piece of paper to keep them track or keep everything.
Well, that would be organized, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
I could consider doing that.
yeah.
I won't, but I would
That's how
consider
have to
it.
do it because I wouldn't have any chance any other way.
And my first computer at home was a Mac SE. And for those of you old-timey Mac guys, it was the little box one, black and white. But I had, get this, 20 megabytes in that thing. And an auxiliary hard drive of another 20 megabytes. Bruh, I was hardcore back in the day.
I don't remember what the Mac that I had that was from the college. It was just the monitor and the little unit. Everything. It was all just one thing.
Yeah, it would have been maybe a Mac Plus or a Mac or an SE. Was
I
it
think
black and
Mac
white or
Plus-
color?
Mac Plus sounds right. It was white.
Yeah, but was the monitor black and white or was it color?
I think it was black and white.
Yeah, so that would have been a Mac Plus.
Yeah, that sounds right. Mac Plus. But it was fun. I mean, it
Yeah.
was like. And then after that went away, then I got a 286.
Oh man, the 286. Woo.
I was smoking.
Horsepower, baby.
And then when they first came, I remember when they first came out with it was like the Pentium. It was like, that was like, wow, a Pentium. That word had just come into the vocabulary at that point, and it's like, a Pentium processor. Wow, you really thought you had something, And like you said, 20 meg of hard drive is like, wow, and I don't even know how much RAM he had, maybe a gig or a gig. What am I saying?
No, probably 2 megabytes.
Yeah, 2 megabytes of RAM. Just ridiculous. Nothing. Dweeby stuff. The operating system came on 2, 3, or were they even 3.25, or were they?
Yeah, there were 3.5 little floppies.
3.5.
Yeah.
Or were they the 5.25 big floppies? I can't.
Well,
remember.
depending on PCs had more of those. Macs never had those.
Yeah, those were terrible.
Yeah.
I lost a whole bunch of. I lost an entire paper and everything. It was part of my, a class for college because I left that thing out in my car, and it froze, and everything that was on that disk, on that big 5.25 floppy, those things were floppy too.
Yeah.
I lost all that data, and my paper and everything went. It's like, oh my! I was so sick.
Yeah. I remember, programmers used to write tight because of the storage restrictions. Now the code is crappy and sloppy and bloated. But all of Photoshop, you had 2 3x5 floppies, and you had the first disk, and you put it in, you loaded the stuff, and then it kicked it out. You put in the second disk, and then you put in the first disk again to finish the installation, and you were good to go.
Yeah, it was so much. It came on little tiny things, and nowadays, it's like the systems are like in the gigabytes.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is just really clunky stuff, and resource hogs big time.
Oh yeah. Well, I got 48 gigs of RAM in this machine.
Yeah.
Calligraphy. Do you really? Some guy remember calligraphy? I don't.
Yeah.
I owned calligraphy pins. I never could use them. My handwriting is so shit anyway. It was it's like giving a chimp a paintbrush.
I had a girlfriend that was into that, and she could do stuff like that. And
it's beautiful done well. But
it is. And she had the whole big kit and everything. It was pretty impressive, But yeah, I never.
Yeah, Gary calls this right. Yeah, there are certain skills that if you're left-handed, it's a struggle. There are art things that, as a lefty, are seriously challenging.
Yeah.
Calligraphy, yep. Yeah, unless you're doing like Japanese calligraphy, and then you're going, or Yiddish, then you're going the opposite direction. You're okay. Get an advantage there. All right. Well, what other thoughts do we have to share tonight? I kind of I'm trying to think if I said anything else that I was going to talk about tonight. I think we've covered everything that we were planning. Oh, wait, I said maybe creamy feckin pints. But yeah, we're not going to do any creamy feckin pints tonight. We'll save those for tomorrow night.
Yeah, well, you'd be on your own doing that one because I'm not even going to play that game.
Yeah.
I don't do those kind of things. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not going to do any creamy feckin pints.
Nope. I'll be I'll be a spectator.
That's it. I'll enjoy other people enjoying.
Yeah.
Those.
Yeah.
It's just fun to see.
It actually looks like it would be kind of fun to drink too, but
yeah.
I am within the next week or so, probably going to pick up some beer, so I have some beer in the house. Because it's like, I'm kind of one of these kind of people that, if somebody all of a sudden said you can't drink beer anymore, that would be about the
then
time
you'd
I
want
would
it,
really
yeah.
want a beer, so.
Oh. Well, that's the thing. If you can't have some, it's just human nature.
Yeah.
If you can't have something, you desperately want it.
Yeah.
I don't eat candy or anything, but if I ever got told you can't have candy and sweets, then I'd want them. even though I have no desire for them in
Yeah, I
normal
think
life.
if somebody says you can't have a cigarette, I think I'd be going, okay, that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain things. Yeah, it's like you can't have heroin. Really? Okay, I'm
Well,
good with that.
that would be different because I've never had heroin.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
but I'm a former smoker, so I mean, if somebody said, if you can have a cigarette, I would still say, no, yeah, I'd have to pull a Huey there and go, no, I can't.
No.
I can't. Yeah, I can't do it. Like you can do all those voices so good. I can't.
Oh, I've got a few that I do okay, but again,
Well, you can
there's
go into
quite a lot.
Russian like automatically, and I can't even come close to doing that shit, man.
Dos Vidonius. Anyway, well, there's a lot of Russians in Denver, and we had
Really?
in one of my former offices. Yeah, we had an adult. I don't know how else to describe it, but an adult daycare center for Russians and Ukrainians that was in the building there. And so I'm hearing this spoken all the time. And I never forgot one of the times my author came in, and he was a former military guy, but he's a pilot. And he came in, and we're going over one of his articles, and he's listening in, and he starts telling me what they were saying. And I'm like, I had no idea you spoke Russian. He goes, military. And he learned a lot of Russian. So,
Wow.
so yeah, I can hear it. I can't speak it, but
But you
I
get
can
the
I can
accent.
pretend.
Yeah. Well, better than I can do it.
Yeah, it was a weird building. God, they leased it to all kinds of goofy people.
A daycare center for Russians.
Yeah, I mean that's what it was. They had a bus and everything, and
The short bus, right?
I don't know that they were special Russians particularly, but what do I know?
I didn't even know what that term was for the longest time. The short bus, You know
Yeah.
about the short bus, right?
Oh, my next door neighbor drives the short bus.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know what the short bus for a long time. It's like, what are you talking about the short bus? What's that? And it's like, oh, okay, I get it now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because he owned an auto body shop. He was a car guy. And just it got to the point where he just didn't want to do it anymore. And he basically sold his business, and he was in business with his dad. His father had passed, and he ran the business for a number of years. He just didn't want to do it anymore. So he's like, what am I going to do for a living? And we live very close to one of the high schools and one of the big bus depots. So he got a job with the school district driving buses.
Cool.
And he's my neighbor that I've talked about in the past that rescues turtles and everything. He's just a kind guy.
Yeah.
And so, they took one look at him and how nice he is and how he is with people, and they said, "You're driving the short bus
Yeah.
with the special kids," and he's great at it. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
but he comes on. I mean, he gets up I can hear him starting up his old Chevy K5, and he drives, the half a mile down to the school there and parks it and gets the school bus and runs the kids, and then he comes home and takes a nap, and then he gets up and goes back and drops them off in the afternoon. And yeah, man, he's been doing it now for, I don't know, 5-6 years at least.
Yeah. One of the one of my old buddies that I played music with, he's a drummer, and we were starting to put something together. We were trying to put something together here a few years ago, and back, I think it was like 22, and at the time, and I think he's probably, I don't know, he might still be doing this, but he was driving school bus for I think it was like junior high or something like that for up, and he really enjoyed it. I mean, he's my age, so but it gave him something to do during the day, and
Yeah. I think for people that, are older and have clean driving records and are, need here, this district, they pay good money because they're perpetually short of drivers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So the sign is up all the time. They're always recruiting. And of course, you got to pass drug tests and background tests. And,
Right.
Obviously they're not going to just turn you loose with the kids.
Right.
But it's a good gig if you know, if that's something you're ascribed to do, is just
Yeah. Well, I think too the funny thing with me about the whole thing is I've known Jeff for years and years and years, and I knew Jeff back when we were pretty young and we were playing music together and we were pretty crazy, and so I think of some of the crazy shit that he did back then, and I think now you're driving these school kids around, and it's like it's pretty big job, and I mean it's really cool, but it's sort of it always kind of goes back to thinking about how irresponsible this person used to be.
Well, that's it. You get somebody stuck in your mind, but thank goodness we all change and evolve, right? My old guitar player works for the school district down in Durango there. I grew up and, I was an elder and a responsible member of my church. Well, given what we did when we were playing the band together, that was on no one's bingo card.
Yeah.
I can assure you.
Yeah.
Like, those boys are not, they should not be in church and they should not be around kids.
Well, and the thing about it is like people are people, and we all were kids at one time, and we all did wild and crazy things. I mean, I have a friend. She's now retired, but she was a judge, 6th district judge, and for years, but I knew her when we were kids together, and I can tell you some stories,
Yeah.
So I mean, that's how life is,
No, I know that. Well, that was my late father-in-law was a judge.
Okay.
So that was interesting, meeting my future parent-in-laws for the first time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember that because,
That'd kinda be a
he'd
little
been the
bit
judge down
nerve-wracking.
there forever. And I went to school in his district and met him the first time and, got introduced. And he said, "Now, I understand you went to school down here at Fort Lewis. Were you ever in my courtroom, son?" And I said, "No, sir, I was not." And he goes, "Good."
That question right there put you in that sort of put you in your place instantly,
Yeah, I'm
Were
just
you ever in
checking.
my courtroom, Yeah.
He was such a great guy. He would have been, what were you in for?
Yeah.
And, and
It was another way of saying, you don't be touching my daughter.
oh no, it was quite the opposite. They were. I knew it was good when my wife and I had an argument one time, and both my mother-in-law and her ex-mother-in-law took my side.
Oh.
I'm like,
That's good.
I'm
Yeah,
good.
so
Yeah.
that's
My wife later was like, "You bastard."
some pretty good endorsements there, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, goodness gracious. Let's wrap it up. I think we have,
Yeah.
I exceeded my, what I thought my stamina might be, and it's great to have everybody here tonight. Thank you for coming on, Doug.
Yeah, thank you.
Want to thank my guests, Gary, the parking lot warrior, who we'll see tomorrow night, and Lori's Mishmash, who we will see tomorrow night. And of
Hugh
course,
Caldwell.
the great Hugh
great
Caldwell,
Calderal.
who hopefully will get a little nap, and Felix will give him some space to sleep, and he can come on Lori's. But
Absolutely.
it was great having everybody on. I think what I will do in honor of my buddy Dom playing with Brad Example this Saturday, I am going to do a clip from me playing with Brad. I guess it was 2 weeks ago now. But Brad is great. He's a great guy. He's a great musician, and he's a super
songwriter.
as a host.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed my time there, and I was really appreciated him asking me on. So here's me and Brad chatting a little bit, and me playing a song. And I think we'll leave you folks with this one. This is from Brad 2 weeks ago. I gotta find it. Brad Examples, The After Party. And here we go. And everybody, we will see you all next week. Thanks for being here. You make this show. Have
Thanks,
a great
Chris.
night, everybody. Thank you, Doug.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah, I think you do. I mean,
Oh, we do the best we can, buddy. Me and you.
yeah.
We're in it together.
All right. We can get through this.
Yeah, buddy. We can do it. You can do it.
You can do it all night long.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, here we go.
This is a song on my DAW is named Russ Project, and I couldn't find it for a couple of days because I forgot that's what I originally called it. But most people know this as Feel the Sun.
Sunny was over me.